Greetings, everybody. You have the Robe Hunter today. Not the Rogue Hunter. The Robe Hunter. Isn't that nice? That's how you know shit's about to get serious. Good morning, Hunter Avalon. Good morning, Decline. Hope you're doing well. You're one of my OG chatters. Same with you. What's for a more perfect America? Hello to you as well. Robe. Poon Head is here. Oh, wow. Hi, Hunter. Well, hello. Didn't I block you on Twitter? Yo. Hopefully we get some transphobes here that want to actually debate. I know that sounds funny. Why would I want transphobes in my chat? Because I want to debate them. That is why. That shit looks comfy. It is. It just came out of the dryer, too, so it's nice and warm. Forgive me? No. I don't believe in rehabilitation for you. Just kidding. Hey, Hunter, I wanted to thank you for helping me. Oh, well, I'm glad to help you with whatever it was that I helped you with. Based in robe pilled. Amen. Papa Hunter keeps all the trans kids safe. Yeah, that's right. If you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to hit that like button, okay? This is the only place we actually want transphobes to show up. Well, I'm sure we'll get some of them. The first chatter here was somebody that was a hater. They said that normalcy is under attack. I would love to talk to that person and just ask them, well, what is normal? 1 like equals 1 trans kid saved by Hunter. Amen. Every time you hit that like button, a conservative transphobe gets terribly ill with COVID and is unable to vote on any more legislation that could hurt trans people. So hit the like button, okay? Do you follow the DSM-5 that kind of walked back a lot of statements it made in the DSM-4? I don't know exactly what you're talking about, but I would literally be willing to bet that because science changes and diagnoses change all the time, that the reason you have an updated DSM is because things change. So, no, they're not walking anything back. Okay, I shall hit it to save myself. Amen. Copper cab with brown hair and low energy. That's a good one, buddy. You just made me go dislike. Okay. Cool. If by normal they mean old-timey, puritanical BS, then I hope they are correct. Yeah, I mean, that's probably what they mean when they say normal. This was the same kind of bullshit that I would spew a lot when I was a transphobe. Say that, well, it's not normal. It's like, yeah, there's a fuck ton of things that aren't normal. What normal is a concept. Normal is determined by society's acceptance of this thing. Normal changes. It used to not be normal for women to wear pants. Now that is normal. You're an idiot, Hunter. Okay. I mean, do we want to send that guy the Discord? We don't have to ban him because people can... I don't care if people call me an idiot. But I'll still send him the Discord. If he's interested in talking. I would love to know why he believes I am an idiot. Being normal is not normal. Hunter, don't you think trans people belong in secluded hospitals where they receive electric shock treatment? I'm going to go ahead and assume that's a fucking joke. Did you see the MAGA teacher hit a kid over a hoodie? What? He did say your instead of your. Yeah, I know. Come debate me on Dick Sword? As always, you guys know when we first start out the stream, I read your chats. And I was also going to say, no, deadly serious. I have a feeling you're a troll, but I'll send you the Discord because you're getting banned if you're actually serious. Hunter, you seem like you fear me. I'm very scared of you. That's why I just sent you the Discord and told you to jump on so we can actually talk. But yeah, I'm very terrified. Hunter is the dude from the big... I don't even know what that movie is. Hunter, I love you. I'm gay for you. Amen, brother. Thanks for us to be noticed by Papa Hunter. Banning people is fear. No, you not fucking showing up in my Discord to defend your statements is the definition of fear. So get in the Discord or you will get banned. That's not being fearful. That's called not tolerating losers that are fine talking mad shit in the chat and they're too pussy to actually show up and talk. Hunter is the guy with the nice ass. Amen. Hunter is quaking in his boots. You can tell. Look at him sitting there in his robe all chill. Such fear. Well, Jamie is very scary. So come on, Jamie. Where you at, buddy? Let's start the stream off right with a nice debate. A nice chat. You can tell me why... Oh, wait. You weren't the one that said I was an idiot. Discord or ban person on YouTube. Give him a few minutes before you ban him. Get in the Discord. Do it. We're all here for it. Come on, dude. Starting the stream with a troll. Believe it or not, there are actually people that are that dumb. Uh-oh. Did Jamie ditch? Jamie. Jamie! Where you at, buddy? Look at Hunter trying to lay blocks around his fear. I see you trying to squirm. Okay. Jamie. Come on, buddy. This is your last chance or you're going to get banned, okay? Because I'm just that scared. I'm scared that you're too much of a pussy to show up and talk to me. Come on. I've now sent you the Discord 2 different times. Show up, buddy. Imagine a pro-trans dude wearing a nightgown. Okay. Bye, Jamie. I guess I'm going to go ahead and ban you. I'm sad to ban you. Because... I mean, I would like to talk to you. But yeah, I was going to say, if you guys are enjoying the stream, which I know it just started, so maybe you're not sure if you're actually enjoying it yet. But anyway, if you want to show your support, don't forget to put something in that super chat. Your message will be displayed on screen, and I will read your chat live. Also, furthermore, if you're watching on Twitch, you can send a donation via PayPal, where PayPal has a little loophole, which people took advantage of big time last time. You can send me a PayPal for like 2 cents and attach a message, and I'll read it live on air. So yeah. The robe is iconic if you offer me. If you ask me, I mean, yeah, of course. It has become my iconic look. I don't wear the robe when in my scripted content. I do wear the robe when I'm streaming. How can we not enjoy this stream? All right, somebody just joined the Discord. I wonder if it's the Jamie guy. Jamie, have you joined my Discord yet? I don't have money. Then leave. I'm a ruthless capitalist. No, I'm just kidding. That's fine. Obviously, donations are completely optional. And I appreciate everyone that does donate. But they are optional, by no means required. If you don't have money, then sit back and just watch the stream and enjoy. Okay, hold on. Where is this Jamie guy? Everyone is so triggered by Big James. Dude, do you think that we're triggered? We're not. I'm asking you to talk to me, and you're refusing. That makes you the triggered one here. So sad. Someone named Jason joined my Discord, but I don't think that's him. We are waiting patient. I've been patiently waiting for a track to explode on. Every minute that Jamie doesn't join, I'm going to keep singing. Okay, that is torture enough right there. Wait, has Hunter become socialist pilled while wasn't looking? No. Hunter will pat off his mortgage with all the pennies he gets from us. Amen. Yeah, I like to ejaculate on centipedes. I mean, I fucking hate centipedes, so I don't know how you're able to get your dick up while looking at one, but I mean, hey, whatever floats your boat, buddy. I don't get it. Why be a keyboard warrior and then not go on Discord to talk? Because he's scared and he's projecting his own fear onto us. All right, see you later, Jamie. Bye-bye. You're blocked. Everyone here is just so brave in the chat, and then they're such timid little pussies when it comes time to actually defend their claims. Feels bad, man. Jamie, you are very embarrassing right now. He can't respond any longer. He's blocked from chat. So even if he's typing, he will not be able to show up. But if he changes his mind and wants to join the Discord at any time during the stream, it's more than welcome to. I've literally been arguing with some people on Twitter also. So there was somebody on Twitter who once again called me a grifter, the G word, okay? And I told them that I would give them $3,000 if they were able to join my Discord during my stream and actually defend that claim. And if they were able to prove that I was a grifter, I would fucking PayPal them $3,000, and they didn't show up. Like, these people are pathetic. They talk out their ass, and when push comes to shove, they're terrified. $3,000, and then someone else, one of my followers, Joseph, or I think his username is Layman, he said, you know what? I'll throw in an additional $2,000 if you can join Hunter's stream and prove that he's a grifter. So $5,000 on the line for this person to defend their claim that I'm a grifter. Didn't show up. Didn't respond. Too fucking scared. It's hilarious, dude. Zombie, thank you very much for being our first donor today. Thank you for the $10. Got back from the dentist just in time to see Sexy Hunter in the sexy robe. Yes. Was telling my in real life friend about how great you are while waiting for tooth stuff, and she sends her admiration and support. Hey, well, cool, man. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. You know, spread the word. You aren't a grifter, but be nicer to Shoe, homie. No. I'm not. I tend to be mean to people that make brainlet takes, and unfortunately that extends to Shoe sometimes. Why do people still think you're a grifter? Because they either don't know what that word means, or they just heard somebody else say it and they repeated it because they thought that they were smart. I don't know. Yeah, damn. I guess they're not going to show up. This is a bummer, bro. Sad. Oh, wow. Amazing Lucas was also called a grifter by the same person, and he said he'll add in $3,000 if they can show me how I'm a grifter. $7,000 on the line for this person to defend their claim that we're grifters. Holy shit. Could you imagine that? Cope, evidence of grifting would be very hard to prove. You know that? No, it wouldn't actually. Hunter, I'm in your Discord. No, Michael. Yeah, I'm sorry. Every time we talk, it's just a headache, okay? She was a populist, and populists are easily manipulated. Well, that's because populists tend to believe that they can team up with virtually everyone to just hate on the quote-unquote elites. But the reason that's fucking brain rot is if that played out and you overpower the elites, then the right wing is going to try to take power. And it's happened before. I swear people throw every insult at you for the sake of it, even when they have no understanding of what it means or what reality is. Yeah, it's very sad, honestly. Yeah, Michael, I saw that you talked to, Destiny a little bit, but I didn't really watch it. I know Amazing Lucas was really transphobic and homophobic a while ago. Did he change his beliefs? I'm not sure. I know that he is, oh, what do you know? How do I unblock this guy? Carlos Gomez. I remember this guy. Are you here for the $3,000? You here for $3K? What do you want to prove, buddy? You want trying to prove that I'm a grifter? Put that up and $250 up front for the content. You'll get a bite. He'll do it for a tank of gas nowadays. I'll lose, but you'll get some garbage content. No. Yeah, I'm not putting any money up front. They can get fucking $3K if they actually can prove. Oh yeah, you are the guy I hate. Right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's the guy that I hate. So he would be a fun person to talk to. Why the fuck am I subbed to this? Okay, it's neighbor over here, okay? We don't say neighbor. That's what the hard are. That's rude. We say neighbor, okay? Bro, gas here is $5 a gallon. Yeah, I know. Gas prices are fucking out the ass right now. It sucks. But the funny thing is people like desperately trying to blame Biden. Oh, yeah. I'm not wasting my time with this Carlos kid. All right, bye, buddy. Whatever. Who's modding YouTube? I don't know. Because this isn't the Hunter and Michael Alberto show. All right, I got to get started on the stream, actually, now. I'm just so thirsty for the confrontation. I love the arguments. But there's so many dumb fucks that talk so much shit and never want to actually defend it. It hurts. That 5K, that can go a long way. Yeah, well, you know how it is. $5,000 on the line for the person to defend the claim that they're a grifter and still too scared to do it. If only Biden pressed the magical lower gas prices button on his desk. I know, right? Seriously. All right, everyone get out their bikes. Hunter, can we have Twitch chat only? No. Not at all. YouTube chat tends to be a little more interesting because we get more haters there. AJW went through a phase in which he was so obsessed with you. Yeah, I remember that guy. We love content. Give it to us. Wake up, babe. New Hunter Avalon stream. All right, so we have a couple things to do today, and I will let you, chat, decide, okay? I have my new video made, and I think that I have finally figured out the direction I want to take my channel this year, which has been something that is been an ongoing struggle for me. Obviously, most of you know I used to do strictly scripted content, but the last year and this year, I have really been, getting my feet wet in streaming and debates. And so I've decided, I think going forward, and you guys can tell me what you think of this, I'm probably going to be posting one scripted/edited video a week, and then probably still post 2 stream segments during the week as well. So you get 3 videos total. 1 video per week is a nicely edited video with the script, the kind of content that I used to make, essentially. Because I figured, you know what? Fuck it, dude. I can be a double threat. Now I have the ability to live stream, I have the ability to debate some of these dumb hoes, and I have the ability to script and edit content as well. I'm like a fucking triple threat here. So I was thinking, during the weekday, you'd have the Hunter Avalon live stream clips. And then at the end of the week, you would have the quality edited video that was scripted and everything else. So I have my newest video that I was working on and finished this morning, and I'm going to be debuting it right now. Or not right now, but anyway, on the stream at some point. So what do you guys want me to do? Should we just jump right into the stream now, or do you guys want to watch the video? It's about 18 minutes, and it would play here on screen. It would basically be you'd get the first look at it. Yo, wait, Hunter debated Rob Noor. Yeah, I absolutely hate that guy, though, because he gish gallops like a motherfucker, takes what you say out of context, and then doesn't let you talk. He's the worst type of person to debate. People claim that I'm like that, when I'm bruh, I actually let people talk. I'm not great. I do interrupt sometimes. Wait, do you hate me? Why? Carlos, fuck off, okay? We already talked. You called me a grifter. You didn't even know the definition of the word. You're an idiot. I'm not wasting my time with you. I want to wait to watch the video so I can go buy food first. Shut up, Hunter. No, you shut up. All right, you guys want to see the video first? Cool. Let's do it. Let me make sure that I got everything set up here. Now, this video is on an alpha male, quote, who finds a way to literally blame women for virtually everything. It's about 18 minutes. It's the author of that book, The Rational Male. You're probably somewhat familiar with it. Very cringe, I know. So, okay. We'll go ahead and play the video now. And then, Oh, hello there. I've been expecting you. It is I, the Rational Male. Today I'll be explaining to you the marketplace. Not the marketplace of ideas, and certainly not Facebook marketplace. Today I'm talking about the sexual marketplace. No, it's not a Tinder for sex workers. This is the extremely rational idea that women are commodities for the men, the rational men, to pursue and acquire with their resources, big muscles, and pure testosterone. Now, why don't you sit back, okay? Because we're going to test your level of rationality here. Think about this hypothetical. You're at a bar, and this smoking hot babe is sitting alone. You approach her and you have a conversation, but she makes it very clear that she is not interested in having relations with you. How do you proceed? Say nothing, smirk, and pull back. Reply with a smirk. You're already thinking about it. Smirk and change the story. Light smirk, keep vibing. I just say, okay, if you say so, with a smirk. Why are all the men smirking? This seems kind of creepy. Oh, right, I'm rational, I forgot. That's right, dudes. You just have to do a little bit of lip smirking action to get those panties dropping across the country in unison. What's up, everybody? It's your favorite Giga Chad, Hunter Avalone here, back with another video. Now, if you haven't already caught on, my intro was indeed sarcasm, okay, don't worry, but unfortunately, it's not too far from reality. This is where we meet the most Chad, the biggest Sigma, the ultimate rational male, a guy named Rollo Tomato Sauce, author of the bro science book on women, The Rational Male. Let's take a look at some of his wholesome content. Women will die alone. Okay, well that escalated quickly. Let's go ahead and find out why the femoids will surely be alone when they knock on the pearly gates.
I'm going to quote Pook here once again, the inimitable Pook, which is women would rather share a successful alpha than be saddled with a faithful beta.
Facts.
And in 2022, they will go to great lengths never to be saddled with a faithful beta.
Facts.
Women hate beta males so much.
It's true.
Well, my brain cells are dying alone.
Women hate beta males so much
It's true.
that they will go to 4 to 8 to sometimes 12 years of college to get and pay God knows how, Aaron Clary knows how much money to get those degrees, take out how many loans to get there, to make all of those personal sacrifices so they can work in a soul-crushing job in HR because they so distrust men to be in control and to provide any kind of security, whether that's emotional, financial, or whatever. They are so against the idea of being forced to marry somebody who is substandard that they are willing to go and put up with all of that and like I said, go to college, go to get the job and everything else so they can avoid that. That's how intense it is right
That's
now.
true.
I'm sorry, there's just so much rationality here. I have to keep stopping the video to just process this. Dude, maybe it's possible that women are going to college to just avoid people like you. First of all, why the heck are you assuming that all women are going into HR jobs? I guess Ronald McDonald here thinks he can just, like, say things? But it would help if you could actually back it up, or at least just try to back it up. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, women accounted for 52% of all workers employed in management, professional, and related occupations in 2018. 27% of chief executives and 37% of lawyers were women as well. Secondly, Rollo Tamale here seems to believe that women pursuing an education will somehow lead to a decrease in said woman's happiness. This is also entirely untrue. In fact, research suggests that the more education you have, the happier you tend to be. In a survey that utilized data from the US General Social Surveys, 94% of people with a bachelor's degree or more reported feeling happy or very happy with their lives overall, while 89% of high school grads said the same. You'll notice very quickly that this guy has a way of manipulating situations and weaponizing his false claims to put the blame on women and make men out to be the poor little victims.
And it's only getting worse because they have this.
That's
because
a great
they
point.
have options and they
Women
go
bust their asses.
They bust
to
their
not
asses
be stuck with
to
regular
not
guys.
get with guys. And so
Yeah,
when
fuck.
Giga Karen
That's
is
so
over
true,
here,
bro.
when
Damn.
Giga Karen is over here and goes, I guess I'll die alone. Yes, you will die alone because you've got this.
Yeah.
Because you turned yourself into the man that you want to marry. You turned yourself. I'm an alpha female.
Profound.
How come I can't
Sheesh.
find the right guy?
God damn.
Because you are the right guy. You're the right guy. That's why women marry themselves.
He does realize that men are more than just the Federal Reserve personified, right? Secondly, I'm getting major boomer vibes here from this phone badge shtick. Lastly, I know Roly Poly is very scared of data points. In fact, they're almost as terrifying to him as rejection. But Pew Research data literally shows that college-educated millennials, specifically those with a bachelor's degree, are the most likely to get married. Secondly, according to the BLS, higher education was associated with lower divorce rates as compared to those with lower education. So this idea that women are conniving men haters who are miserable because they pursued a college education and that they'll somehow die alone is about as close to the truth as this guy is to getting his wife off.
It's
not
not a,
fucking myself.
It's not a personal worth thing. It's a sexual market value thing. And then they say, well, how do I get that guy? And I say, well, you need to be more feminine, be more nurturing. I can list all these feminine qualities. And to them, after a lifetime of building themselves up to what they are, it sounds like I'm saying, dumb yourself down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If femininity, when I say become more feminine, I might as well be saying dumb yourself down.
Wait, women can be nurturing, caring, and a great mom while also being educated and having a successful career. Secondly, I'm about to bring up this guy's trigger word. Studies have also shown that although women do prefer educated men, men were also not intimidated by well-educated women. Furthermore, by using a Tinder study with equally attractive women and varying levels of education, it found that men were not shying away from pursuing well-educated women. His final dumb point, and this is something the rational male pushes frequently, this concept of a sexual marketplace. His claim already begins to crumble just with the evidence that men are still just as attracted to well-educated women and that the divorce rates are lower among the higher educated. But you'll hear a lot of cucks who are terrified of women bring up this bro science that is the sexual marketplace. Firstly, this concept wrongly assumes that women are simply a commodity, something to acquire like a trophy, and that men only have worth so far as their bank account goes. Secondly, an inversely proportional supply and demand relationship only applies to markets that include the exchange of money, according to an economist and professor at the Vancouver School of Economics. Instead, dating more closely resembles bartering. People decide to start relationships by identifying a unique combination of traits, like sense of humor, kindness, or a killer body that they want in a partner. It's a careful trade, not a business transaction. That makes the market really, really inefficient. Barter economies are difficult because trying to find somebody who is selling what you want to buy and is buying what you have to sell is complicated. The traditional supply and demand model also assumes that all goods on the market are the same. The only way the story works is if women are all essentially identical and if women are all offering the same product. Now, thankfully, all women are not in fact the same, and thank the spaghetti monster that not all men are the same either. I have a feeling that a lot of guys would end up like this dude, and our value would greatly decrease. Like, come on, man. Us Giga Chad woman respecters don't want our bartering value decreased because the 7-Eleven ripoff brand of a man is somehow our spokesperson. Now, I understand that that brief clip may have given you some kind of a terminal illness, but wait, There's more. You see, not only are women set up to die alone because they don't want to rely on a man to provide everything for them, women are also cleverly responsible for the war in Ukraine. Well, that is, according to Rolo Polo's video, how women are manipulating you during the war in Ukraine. Ah, yes. Nothing screams rationality like examining Russia invading Ukraine and thinking, how is this the woman's fault?
You're like a museum curator, right? This picture and this picture and this picture, and it forms this theme for when you're walking through the gallery of you, that's what you want people to look at. And really, that's kind of what we're doing in a meta scale, I think, right now. So when we see pictures of women out there on the front line, she's got an airsoft gun, right? When you see it like that, a split second, you go, oh, look, women are out there and they're doing the thing. What is it? What is the message that those curated images are trying to convey to you? That's the crux of today's topic.
Okay, so first of all, that woman with the airsoft gun was not fighting in the war. She has clarified to multiple outlets that she was only posting IG pictures with captions supporting her country. She was not and is not enlisting to actually fight. Secondly, that woman has been posting photos of herself with airsoft guns for quite some time, years before Russia ever started to invade Ukraine. Why is this guy just assuming that some perception is being curated? I've noticed a lot of right-wingers tend to believe that everything is some kind of crafted agenda. Like, use your supposed rationale here, buddy, and stop schizo posting.
Why is it that we lean towards that? Why is it that the moment reality says young men 17 to 60, or to 60, men 17 to 60 must stay in the country and must take up arms? Why is it that the reflexive response is, well, women can do it too? Blah, blah, blah.
I'm not sure that's the reflective response of really anybody outside of your manosphere, but women literally can do it too. Women currently make up 15% of the Ukrainian army, according to the Minister of Foreign Affairs. That's a pretty large chunk of people, especially in a country with a relatively small population. Secondly, again, women have been part of the Ukrainian military for quite some time, years before Russia ever decided to start invading. Lastly, in typical fashion, he's acting like men are the victims and the sole fighters defending the country, but that's simply not true. Ukraine also called on women aged 18 to 60 to enlist, and women in certain professions were allowed for military conscription, a mandatory enlistment in the service. In December 2021, Ukraine revised this law, so women, librarians, journalists, musicians, veterinarians, and psychologists were all required to register. I'm actually impressed by the amount of lies this guy has managed to spread in simply 1 minute. This is some major Giga Chad energy here.
It's not, oh, thank God we have these guys to go out there and help, defend against the invading tribe. It's, well, can we play war too? Can girls play war too? That's essentially what this curation of that imagery is stating right now online in a meta scale.
So all the credit should just go to the men and women are playing war? I just mentioned how women make up a decent portion of the military and they're required to register. At this point, this is just blatant sexism, elevating the male fighters and cheapening the women fighters based on nothing but their gender. How did this guy get married? Wait, is the only reason he's mad that women are fighting the Russians is because he got his mail order bride from Ukraine?
It's emotionalism versus empiricism. And there's nothing more empirical and more in-your-face real than people actually dying in war.
Yes, men and women die in war. What does this have to do with women manipulating people during the war? Secondly, this is not emotionality versus rationality. It is a fact that women make up a portion of the military, fight for their country, and die for their country. Where is the conniving manipulation here from the spooky women?
At what point is rationality and empiricism and seeing it in black and white, right there, reality of it in front of you, at what point do you go, you know what? You're right. Because I'm going to say right now that those ego investments, particularly in the fempowerment narrative, don't die easy, but they're going to. They're going to very, very soon. And so how do you go and say, well, women are out there doing it too? No, not in the same numbers. And they're certainly not by the same requirements, because that when reality calls, men have to answer that call. Women have the option and the luxury to, for the most of it. And even when they don't, they will still pretend that they do, because it's a good opportunity to what? To cultivate the image.
I've now mentioned this several times, but again, women were called to fight, and women in various professions were required to register, but he's leaving this fact out very conveniently because it completely crushes his insane conclusion that women are just choosing to risk their lives in war to prove some kind of girl power agenda. His entire argument rests upon the asinine assumption that women are all conniving, selfish, and only interested in proving a point. This guy is actually so stupid, I think he may have just overdosed on red pills. Now you may be wondering why I'm going after this guy as hard as I am. You may even think that he has decent arguments because you've been huffing glue. But ultimately, the image that this guy presents of how men and women do and should behave is ultimately harmful. It's harmful to women, and it's harmful to men's success in long-term relationships. According to a report from a nonprofit domestic violence organization using over 300 sources, they found that men who adhere to rigid stereotypes regarding masculinity were more likely to physically abuse women as well as pressure women into sex. Long-standing ideals about manhood include ideas that men should be strong, forceful, and dominant in relationships and households. Men should be tough and in control, while women are lesser or even malicious and dishonest. Well, this sounds very similar to the bullshit that Rollo Cannoli was just spewing. Men who adhere to rigid sexist stereotypes of how to be a man are more likely to use and tolerate violence against women. On the other hand, men with more flexible, gender-equitable ideas about manhood are more likely to treat women with respect, and promoting healthy, more flexible models of masculinity is an important way to end domestic and sexual violence. At the end of the day, this bro science regarding alpha males and beta males, as well as the sexual marketplace, bruh, does very little besides reinforce harmful stereotypes which lead to the abuse of women, as well as creating a deep distrust and hatred of women from angry 40-year-old virgins. The ideas shared by this alpha also lead to unhappiness in men and hurt their chances of building a successful, respectful, blossoming, long-term relationship. I just wish women would stop getting so smart and stop creating so many wars. Curse you, femoids. Signed, the most rational male ever. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. All right, so there you guys go. I don't need to defend the claims I'm right. Hey, Duke Eastwood, I'm going to give you one more chance to join the Discord or you're getting permanently banned, okay? I'm not fucking around with losers who say dumb shit in my chat saying trans people aren't real. Like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Why the Discord? Because it's in the Discord where we can talk and you can hear my voice and then I can hear your voice. You see? I was there. Who cares about Discord? Okay, cool. What's your username? Who are you? What's your Discord username? And I'll call you up. I can talk right here. No, we're not chatting back and forth. You're going to join so we can actually talk voice to voice, or you're going to be permanently banned from my chat. Okay? So come on. Just join, buddy. Are you too scared? Did you have no balls? What happened? Did you lose them? Did you get them cut off? Maybe you're proving that trans people do exist? Call Hunter, you coward. I highly doubt he will. Hunter, trans people aren't real. I'm just a figment of your imagination. Exactly. Go ahead and let me know what your username is. Having your balls cut off doesn't make you trans. I know, dude. I'm fucking around with you, okay? All right, well, see ya. Have fun getting permabanned, buddy. No balls, no bitches. Yeah, seriously. Yeah, I have to set up the Discord thing. Somebody did join on Discord just now, but I don't know who that person is, and I don't know if it's that dude. Trans people ban the most people on Twitch. Oh, Random Bullet, you've been commenting really stupid shit too, so why don't you join, okay? So who can't debate if you're banning me? No, buddy. You have the option to join my Discord, and that's how you can debate me, okay? Debate is not you say a bunch of dumb shit in my chat and then I keep responding to it. That's not how this works, okay? Big mad you want Discord to bypass a Twitch ban? What? What are you talking about right now? I didn't say dumb shit, I spoke the truth. Well, I don't believe you that. I don't agree that it's the truth. But unfortunately, I guess you're just too scared to address your claims. So, see you later, pal. Go ahead and block you. Bye-bye. You're permabanned now. No one will be able to see your dumb fuck chat messages anymore. But you can always still join the Discord if you'd like to talk. He's literally trying to platform you to an audience and you want to cry canceled. I know a lot of these people are like, they're such bitches. They're such betas. You want an echo chamber? Random Bullet, I am literally asking you to talk to me. That is the opposite of an echo chamber. I'd slap the fuck out of you in real life. What? You and BX Bullet, I guess you guys are like the same. You think that because you think you could take me in a fight that somehow makes your opinion correct? Hunter, you seem so sad, so salty. Well, I get a little bit annoyed. I do get a little bit salty when there are a bunch of people that say a ton of really stupid shit. And then I'm like, hey, do you want to actually talk? We can like talk face to face, you know, or voice to voice. I'll call you directly on stream. And then they're like, no, I'm too scared. That is a little bit annoying. They're cry bullies, essentially. He's big, man. All right, have fun and block. Bye-bye. You're permabanned too. See ya. Let me go ahead and make sure that I actually got this guy fully banned. Random Bullet, you're such a pussy. Yeah, he really is such a little fucking bitch. Really funny. Army guy mad he couldn't catch rank, so he tries to catch attention instead. IDK, I think Hunter low-key knows how to fight. No, I don't think so. Have fun in the gulag. Amen. I feel like he's liberal though. I'm a sock dem. Let me know, because I added him to the block list, but I don't know if that Hunter on that ban button today. No, everybody literally is allowed to say whatever they want, and they are able to defend their claims then. And if they refuse to defend their claims, then I will ban them. It's that simple. It's a join Discord or get banned policy. It's literally the opposite of wanting an echo chamber. Okay, well, hope you guys enjoyed the new video. Marcos, also, thank you for the donation, for the $1.99 donation. That's the podcast I referred to during our chat. Yeah, I'm sure, dude. There's a lot of people that post that have really dumb, like, alpha male podcasts. Bruh, everyone Hunter banned was too scared to talk. Yeah, exactly. That's how it works. Can I talk to you in Discord in a positive light? No. My claim is that Hunter has a fat dumpy. I got that Pixar ass. The video is great, my dude. Hey, thanks. Appreciate it. Yeah, usually it's like transphobes are some of the biggest little like pussies ever, and then they talk tons of shit, and then we'll just refuse to actually defend it. It's very funny. It's quite clever. Wait, no, Carlos, I'm not wasting my time debating you, buddy. Hunter's a Pixar MILF. Well, hopefully somebody shows up. For the time being, though, we'll go ahead and get on to the other subjects of defending trans rights, while a bunch of losers seethe in the chat who are too scared to actually talk. It's quite funny. But, I mean, hey, they all have my Discord name. They all have my Discord link, so they can always fucking join when they want. Okay. So, we have some problems, everybody. Trans rights are legitimately under attack all over the country. And this is not me, like, fear-mongering or whatnot. There's shit going down in Florida. There's shit going down in Idaho. And, of course, everybody's favorite Queen TERF, J.K. Rowling, is also posting a bunch of dumb shit as well. So, what the main problem that we have here is Republicans. One, they don't understand trans people at all, because there's two options here, and I'm not sure which one. Either one, they are actually like troglodyte cavemen, brain-dead losers, which is pretty common for Republicans, let's be honest. Or two, they are willfully ignorant, so they know that there are some issues here and some medical data to kind of support the other claims, but they would rather just be willfully ignorant on the subject because it helps them win elections. So it's either they're too stupid to know anything at all about trans people, or they see trans people as nothing more than a bludgeoning tool to try to win some elections. I don't know. Wait, how is... Okay, so Random Bullet is still here. Yeah, I need to fix my ban policy here. How do I, Got it at Hunter Evelyn? Yeah, decline. Go ahead and ban that guy. Actually, ban him. Because he's a fucking idiot, and he's not showing up because he's too scared. Done. Okay, thank you. So... Again, I'm going to keep saying this. Any of the losers in chat that are mad, you are so welcome to join in my Discord. Let's talk. You can't accuse me of having an echo chamber if you literally are refusing to chat with me. That is the opposite of an echo chamber. But anyway, we'll go ahead and start with what happened in Florida. And I'll explain why this is obviously bad. So, critics are calling this the Don't Say Gay bill. And it is now passed the Florida Senate, which means the only thing stopping this bill from actually going through is if Governor Ron DeSantis doesn't sign the bill. Now, I think that all of us know that that dude is obviously going to sign this bill. Of course. Of course he supports it. Duh. So, the Florida Senate passed a bill Tuesday that would prohibit classroom discussions about sexual orientation or gender identity in the state's primary schools. The measure, dubbed Don't Say Gay bill by its opponents, was passed by the House last month and now heads to Republican Governor Ron DeSantis, who has previously expressed support for it. So the way that they kind of manipulate this is by saying, we're going to go ahead and ban discussions of trans people and sexual orientation from kindergarteners to third grade. So you hear that and you think, well, damn, I mean, kindergarteners don't usually like talk much about that shit, or at least I don't really think that that's necessary to have that kind of a conversation necessarily. But then when we get to the third grade level, we're talking 8, 9, 10. People usually have a general understanding of both their gender identity and their sexual orientation at the time. Now, of course, it's possible that things could change as they get older, but let's be honest. When you were 9, 10, or 11, did you know that you were straight or knew you were gay? I know when I was like 12, I had crushes on girls. I thought girls were attractive. I thought girls were cute. Like, I know that as I was reaching that age, I was pretty in touch with my sexual orientation at the time. So, what we're talking about here is banning discussions of these issues. So first of all, let me make this very clear. I don't think that discussions of these issues needs to be discussed with kindergartners. That's kind of stupid. I know you can probably find like some one-off anecdotes here and there where like conversations that weren't really appropriate were had anyway. But generally speaking, to my knowledge, kindergartners are not being taught about sexual orientation, gender identity, or whatnot. But the big problem with this, especially as people start to get older, is the way that this bill presents these restrictions. It treats it as if being straight is the norm and being gay is something that shouldn't be talked about. You're too young to know that you're gay. You're too young to even have this conversation. So by banning these discussions, especially when you get to the level of 8, 9, or 10, that absolutely can lead to a significant amount of harm, because if somebody is gay or if somebody is struggling with their gender identity, they should be able to have a discussion there, and they should be able to feel generally safe in their classroom. And that we kind of go back to this all the time. Yeah, good point, chat. Of course, conservatives, they claim to care about free speech, but then they're like the biggest leaders of censorship consistently. I'm here, this homo isn't even... Wait, what? I'm here, this homo isn't even here to debate? Wait, are you talking about me? I will pause this subject to talk to you, buddy. No such thing as trans. Oh, okay, cool. Oh, it's you! Alright, I'll go ahead and call you. Anti-grooming. Okay. Please answer. Don't be a little bitch. You already pussied out one time. Don't pussy out again. I'm literally calling him right now on Discord, so we'll see what happens. They are literally grooming kids. Oh yeah, no, I'm sure you believe that because you're an idiot. Are you going to answer the call? I'm calling you right now on Discord on a one-to-one call, pal. You going to answer? You going to click the accept button? Pussy out, you banned me? Yeah, I banned you because you were saying dumb shit and didn't want to talk. And guess what? It worked, because now you're in my Discord, ready to talk. Funny how that works, right? Hunter out here trying to make America a safer place for trans people. This guy isn't answering. He claims he wants to debate. I've been ready to talk. Then answer the call, you idiot. I am literally ringing you right now. Hello. Answer. Go to your fucking DMs. I'm DMing you personally, one-on-one. Buddy, I am calling you directly. If you don't know how to use Discord, then I literally don't think I can help you. I put my debate shoes on. Let's debate. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and call this guy then, and we'll go back to Razor Rat, because he obviously doesn't know how to answer a call, unfortunately. I called this dude like 10 times, no answer. No, I'm calling you back right now, Walmart shoes. I had to check my personal DMs, okay? Chill out. This guy called me 5 times, and I'm calling him back 3 minutes later, and he's not answering. Why? Why are you people like this? Oh, okay, he's one of those people. Block. Block. Have fun in the void. Cuck. Alright, well, Razor Rat. Are you going to talk yet? Because I'm literally calling you. Go up to your DMs, okay? We're going to try this one more time. I'm going to call you one more time, okay? Go up to your DMs where I say, hello, answer. He bans anyone with a different opinion? No, actually, I literally platform people with different opinions. You're just too much of a bitch to show up. So are you going to answer? I'm calling you again, buddy. Ring-a-ding-ling-ling. I don't think he knows how to work. I don't think... Why are you hanging up? Oh, yeah, go ahead and ban this guy, too. Why did you hang up? Because you were screaming the N-word over and over again. Obviously. What do you mean? Oh, wait, you're already... Okay, you're getting banned permanently. Beta bitch. That's why you're getting banned. Bye-bye. I've been ready to talk, no ringing. Dude. I can't help you at this point. I can't help this guy. He's saying I'm not answering, but yet I keep asking him to answer the call, and he's not answering. All right, well, if you can figure out where your direct messages are, you'll see that I asked to call you right there, which is where you need to go if you want to answer the call, okay? where I'm messaging you right here. I say, hello. Oh, wait. Why did this guy get blocked? Well, what happened to this dude? Well, I'm going to add a friend. Friend request. Wait, why did this guy get... He shouldn't have been banned from the Discord. Mods, don't ban him yet. Damn, these people are boomers. I honestly don't know. I think that a lot of these people are just like, yeah, good point. You're posturing. Okay, well, I guess he's perma-banned now. Oh, well. If he makes his third account, then maybe he'll figure out how to use Discord then. But until then, fuck you. Go fucking die in a video game, okay? So anyway, let's get back to the subject. Supporters of the bill say it's about allowing parents to have control over their children's education, while opponents say it unfairly targets the LGBT community. This seems to always be what happens with these people, where they try to hide behind, well, parents have a right. I literally say this now like every stream. I feel like I'm just a broken record, but like, I don't care if you, as a parent, don't want your child at the age of 8, 9, or 10 to learn facts of the matter, that gay people exist, and that sex and gender are separate things. You can't simply answer how it's not grooming. No, you can't answer a fucking call. Let me call you now. Are you gonna answer this time? I know he sees it ringing. Now he's messaging me directly. Let's see, guys. Drum roll, please. Is this guy gonna figure out how to answer a Discord call, or is he gonna keep on posturing? Why are you such a fucking bitch? Answer the call, cuck. Not very rational. Well, they're never very rational. Like, this guy doesn't even know how to click answer on a call, apparently. Are you dumb? Talks tough on keyboard but won't voice chat. Yeah, that's how literally all of them are. Just, oh, look, now he's saying he's not going to answer because I need... It's not grooming because teaching kids facts of the matter about sex and gender being different and trans people isn't grooming anyone. That's not grooming. If that's grooming, then every time a child is exposed to media that shows straight relationships, you're grooming children to be straight. They're not facts, that are literally lies. Okay. I guess I'm going to have to ban this guy because he literally just won't answer the call. He just wants to DM me. All right, see ya. See, no answer. I just answered your question and you're not answering the call. So we want to try again? I'm ringing you right now, buddy. You gonna click answer? He's literally furiously typing. The first time the call actually worked. LOL. Oh, okay. Well, if it's working, then maybe you're going to click answer for once? Or no, are you still too scared? Just a keyboard warrior. I don't like dealing with these cucks when they don't answer the call. Wait, why aren't you answering, buddy? What's wrong with you? Try it again. No one is scared of you, bro. Carlos, fuck off. Hey, he answered the call this time. Gasp! He's muted, though. I don't know if he knows how to unmute himself. He's probably figuring it out. Give the guy a second, okay? Big sausage fingers trying to fucking navigate his little keyboard, probably. Now he's just sitting here on mute. I kind of feel bad for this dude. Is Discord like really hard to... Is Discord really this difficult? Does he know how to click the unmute button? Hello? I can hear stuff. Are you going to talk or are you still too scared, buddy? Come on, hello. Respond to me. Hello. I'm going to become an annoying ex-girlfriend. Hello, 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 hello. It's like pulling teeth, but we're getting there. Yeah, really, unironically. I can hear this guy's audio too, but he's just not talking. Hey, buddy, can you hear me? Okay. Go into your settings and adjust your voice settings. Turn off push to talk. Someone's so fucking illiterate trying to tell me about trans people. Like, oh my god. Hold on, he's typing. You can't hear me? No, I cannot hear you. You might need to change your audio input settings. Are you using a phone or a computer? If you're using a computer, then you need to go into your user settings, go into voice and video, and adjust your input settings and your output device. He's obviously wasting your time. I don't think he is, actually. I think that he actually wants to talk. Man. This is actually getting annoying. Yeah. Go into your settings and adjust your voice settings. All right, let's see. It's 11:09. If we don't get this working within the next 3 minutes, I'll just ban him. If it's working within the next 3 minutes, I'll. Oh, hey, I can hear my stream. Hello? Oh, hey, I can hear my stream. Hello? Okay, yeah, he's a troll. Bye. Block. Block. No more of you, buddy. Bye-bye. Okay. He's changing his cuck diaper. Well, we won't be hearing from him any longer because apparently he was interested in doing nothing but wasting our time and then playing my stream back. He probably thinks it's very funny to talk a mad shit and then reveal himself to be nothing but a gigantic fucking pussy-ass bitch. So anyway. Hunter, why you do me like that? Okay. So, this bill says parents, your right to raise your children does not end when they walk into a classroom. This bill recognizes that parents are not the enemy. One, nobody ever said parents are the enemy, but if the parent is restricting their adolescents from learning, again, the truth that sex and gender are different, that trans people are real, then the parent is the enemy in this case. This is, to me, like a parent saying, well, I don't really agree with this, so I don't want my kid to learn about it. Okay, well, I don't give a shit if you agree or not, or if it aligns with your dumb fuck values. I don't care. This, to me, is like you saying, well, I don't really agree that gravity exists. I don't really agree that the earth is round. I don't give a fuck if you agree or not. It is a fact of the world, and your child is going to learn about it, whether you like it or not. So, the bill simply says that there should be an age limit on certain discussions. Yeah, you're putting the age limit on adolescents, where they're oftentimes aware of the fact, or coming to terms with the fact that they are maybe a different gender, or their sexuality is different. So, let's see. We're going to make sure that parents are able to send their kid to kindergarten without having some of this stuff injected into their school curriculum. See how they're doing it? Kindergartners, oh my god! Can you show me where it's like a consistent thing that kindergartners are learning about this? Like, I don't think that kindergartners need to be learning about this. But that's not the only thing. Kindergartner is the minimum. The maximum, the final limit, are 8, 9, and 10-year-olds, third graders. So, of course, where you already have a society in which trans people disproportionately commit suicide and disproportionately face all kinds of uphill battles when it comes to homelessness, when it comes to drug abuse, when it comes to sexual abuse even, when you already have people like this, further trying or further attempts at restricting just simple education about these subjects only further exacerbates their negative circumstances that trans people, unfortunately, are already oftentimes in. So, just to be clear, teachers should not be telling their students that they are gay. Maybe your gender is different. They shouldn't be doing that. And if they are, I would say that that is bad. Just like you shouldn't be telling your students, nah, you're straight. You're not gay, okay? You're straight. You're a straight person. You are a straight guy. I don't think that's right either. You should not be telling kids what they are or what they have to do or whatnot. However, simply teaching an educational information in regards to sex and gender and trans people existing and that gay people exist and that there's nothing wrong with that is absolutely fine. In fact, it should be taught because, again, these people are more often than not forced into an environment where they are very afraid to come out, where they're not comfortable being themselves, and they should have a safe area in school where they are able to just get a basic education on these subjects. LOL, that's not a fact. Oh my God. Trans for concentration camps? All right, I'm just going to ban you permanently because you're obviously a troll and you're not going to come on here. LOL, that's not a fact. Oh my God. Hey, mods, do you have my Discord invite link? Anytime somebody says some stupid shit, just go ahead and send them to Discord, okay? Let's see. Where was this person that said it's not a fact? Okay. Go ahead and send you the Discord. Gender is made up. It doesn't exist. Yeah, it is a social construct. You're right. But it does exist. What? Just if a social construct does not mean that something doesn't exist. Money and the worth that we put to it is a social construct. You don't have to learn about graphic sex in order for gays to exist and learn about it. Yeah, of course not. Whoever is saying this. Literally, who's saying you need to learn about graphic sex? Are you fucking dumb? Are you deaf? The worth that we ascribe to money is not real. Language is a social construct. Okay, but this is just the tip of the iceberg. Because now we have a Florida senator claiming that being gay is not a permanent thing. That's literally a fact? What's a fact? 80% of gays are pedos? Oh God, I bet they're using that really old study that's been like heavily debunked. That's not true. You can look at the database for molestations. The majority of molestations are actually committed by men in heterosexual relationships. Ban this fucking bitch. Well, we'll see if they want to show up first, you know? I'll check the welcome. This person's name is Crazy Naked Lady. So we'll see if they want to show up. If language isn't real, why is there grammar or a science to it? Okay, let me try to explain this again. A social construct does not mean that that thing does not exist. It simply means that that thing would not exist if humans didn't exist. Okay? It's that simple. And also, by the way, to the chat, the reason that we are pretty serious about like kids at at appropriate ages having appropriate levels of sex education is because that helps prevent rape and molestation of children. Because I say this all the time, but a lot of the reasons and a lot of the ways that perverts who molest kids are able to get away with it is because the child is just not educated and doesn't even have the knowledge to actually identify that what's happening to them is wrong. Oh, hey, Carissa, how you doing? Psycho Mofo Gaming, I'm in the Discord. Weren't you the one that wanted to just have like a friendly chat? Sorry, I'm not really interested in that right now. Why do you have so many trolls every fucking time you stream? Because a lot of people are keyboard warriors, but they're way too stupid to actually get into the Discord. All right, Crazy Naked Lady, this is your last chance, pal. Okay, I'm going to send you the Discord one more time. Do you know how many of those Drag Story Hour guys were exposed for molesting kids? There was like one person, right? Who was exposed for being like a child predator in the past. Yeah, that's super fucked up. There are also a lot of straight guys that are exposed as being child predators as well. Also, we're talking about drag queens. These aren't trans people or gay people. Are you Nagasaki 2234, Crazy Naked Lady? Is that you? I would just like if one of these people had enough balls to just, like, defend their claims, you know? Alright, yeah, I gotta go pee. So, mods, go ahead and ban Crazy Naked Lady. Sorry, you're going. Have fun in the void, Crazy Naked Lady. You are a dumb bitch, and you're too stupid to defend your claims, so fuck you. Alright, I'll be right back. Oh, okay. Yee ass haircut. Man, this chat's going crazy. Yeah, the chat really is crazy today. I'm a closeted transgender girl in Florida, but I'm graduating from high school in 12th grade and turning 18 this year. I'm glad this shit won't affect me, but it's still sad. Yeah, I'm glad it's not going to affect you too. It's really fucking scary what's going on over there. I never have a set topic with discussion because a discussion dialogue can go in so many different ways. Why are trans people always so mad? Hey, who do I need to send the link to now? Are any of these people going to show up? Oh, this is Gomez Media. Yeah, I've banned him like 5 times now because he will not shut the fuck up. And also, he's just trolling. So no, go ahead and just ban him again. Why is Hunter so salty? Because nobody wants to defend their dumb fuck claims they're making. And when people get in the chat and say, trans people aren't real, huh? And then I say, hey, why don't we debate on that subject? If you're going to say that in my chat. Or if they say, Hunter's a fucking idiot. Say, okay, well, let's talk about that. Why do you think that? And then they don't want to actually debate. Then it's very annoying. How can anyone debate anything when you ban anyone that doesn't agree with you? Why so angry? One, I don't ban everyone that disagrees with me at all. I'm also Dr. Beastie. Oh, you know what? I would like to talk to you, actually. I didn't you make a video about me? Hunter has become kind of an SJW. Okay. Go ahead and send you the Discord. And also, I'm inviting you to talk in the Discord. So I'm not banning people that disagree with anyone. Or like just, he wants an echo chamber. How is me asking you to talk an echo chamber? Gomez is actually asking for a debate. He's the dude who last time tried to claim that I was a grifter and then failed massively. He banned me. Well, I banned you because you said it's fun to troll you, and so you're obviously not interested in a real discussion. So yeah, of course. You live rent-free in these people's heads. I know, man. It would just be so much more enjoyable if some of these people, if even just one of them, had enough of a spine to defend their dipshittery. Not hating gays and trans people equals SJW. Dude, you want to know something funny? I was called an SJW for shitting on a PragerU video where they virtually defended slavery. Literally, I said slavery bad, and that was considered SJW to these people. All right, never mind. You a bitch. All right, mods, go ahead and ban that guy. But Hunter, why you enable trolls by acting so mad? I don't think I'm getting that mad. I'm literally just asking people to join in the Discord and talk. That's why. Like, and also I think that I am allowed to get a little mad if people are going to talk mad shit and they're all too spineless to talk. Hunter likes to troll the trolls. Yeah, I kind of do. Well, I invited the Beastie guy on. Didn't he make a, you know what? I think he made a video on me. Hold on. I like looking at some hate videos, you know? I know I saw one of the, I recognize him from my, chat. What do you guys think? Should we go over his video that he made on me? Oh, here he is calling me an SJW. Wait, that's all that he did? A little brief thing and then showed clips of me debating Vosh? Really? Ugh. Wait, where's the video? The fuck? 6 days ago. Why is it not coming up on the channel? Oh, never mind. Here it is. What do you guys think? You want to see what he says? I do. I already. Oh wait, is this? Is this coming out of the headphone? My speakers still? Sorry. All right. Looks like it's a very short video. Oh, so this is Dr. Beastie Boy. Okay. Let's go ahead and see what he says.
Yo, what's happening, guys? It is me, Dr. Beastie, back with another video. And in today's video, I'm going to be looking at something so old, so cringy, so liberalish. Okay, well, I don't know if that's a real word. You probably know what I'm talking about.
It's time to interrupt for some brain fuel.
Sorry about the interruption, guys. That was just my dad showing off with his C4 energy drink.
What the fuck is going on? You know he's fucking insane when you glance at the Pennywise poster. Yeah, actually true.
But you know what I'm talking about. The debate with Hunter Avallone and Vosh. But before I get straight into me reacting to the entire debate, which is like an hour and a half long, let me explain to you about the two. So Hunter Avallone is a conservative YouTuber who talks about social and political issues. He started out as a comedic commentator back in 2014 or 2015, I'm not 100% sure, but quickly turned...
Hey, guys, come on. We don't need to insult the dude's voice. He does sound, like, weird, but come on, we don't need to insult his voice. Let's attack the ideas here. It keeps saying the link's expired. Shit, is my link expired? All right, let me go ahead and send you the link. This is a new one. Here you go. We're not going to watch the hour-long video, okay? We're just going to watch the first minute or the first couple minutes where he talks about me, and then it's just nothing but Vosh clips from there.
Into a political activist. The reason why he did this was simple. He wanted change in our country. And no, I don't mean radical change, because that's kind of stupid. I mean regular change that could help reunite our country. Sure, he has said some kind of rude stuff about feminists and the LGBT community back in the day, but who cares? They are just jokes. It's not like he actually meant them or anything. He also made some offensive...
What? No, I was actually a transphobe, dude. Wait, what? I was actually a transphobic loser. And also, how do you know...
Just jokes. Stuff about feminists and the LGBT...
Also, why are you claiming that I was trying to unite the country? I'm still a very divisive figure. I don't think I'm going to unite any country here, okay? Why is the video black now? He's proving that he's not racist.
LGBT community back in the day, but who cares? They are just jokes. It's not like he actually meant them or anything. He also made some offensive statements about Democrats, which I personally agree with. Sure, not all Democrats are bad. Look at Andrew Yang. He was a former Democrat who left the party because, according to him, they were not doing what was right for our country. This Hunter Avallone guy was doing well until sometime in 2018.
Okay, I think maybe I'm uniting my chat at least, that this dude's like a fucking, like, Elmer Fudd sounding ass.
Socialist commentary YouTuber named Vosh decided to start making live streams ranting about Hunter, which was totally stupid. I don't know why he decided to do this. At first, Hunter did the right thing and ignored this idiot. But as time went on, he couldn't resist. He had to make a reaction video out of him, which I would have probably done the same, and that turned into 2, into 3, into 4. By 2019, he was already having full-on debates with Vosh, most of them talking about things like social justice issues and white nationalism. I'm not gonna lie, Vosh is a smart guy, he knows his stuff quite well, and got Hunter pretty good. I just don't like his political beliefs because according to most sane people, they're really stupid. Sure, I understand the part about the government using LGBT people for their political agenda, but still, he is just a fat loser who goes to Starbucks every day and watches CNN. I bet they even...
Hey Vosh, if you stumble upon this stream, I'm very sorry, my friend. So, conservative YouTuber turns into an SJW. It seems as though this guy believes that an SJW is somebody that is like liberal leaning and that he no longer agrees with.
I know everything about him at Starbucks.
What is this guy doing?
Oh, hey there, what's up?
Doing good, how are you doing?
This cannot be real. This is a troll video, right? Please tell me this is a troll. Someone did not actually make this video. Somebody did not sit down and put this video together. Come on.
Not bad, thank you for asking. I'm actually about to start debating this stupid conservative who believes he's not a fascist but really is.
Oh wow, what a loser. I hope he loses.
Oh, don't worry. He will. I will wreck his ass.
Don't worry, guys. We're not watching the full hour of this. I can barely handle 3 minutes. Hey, Dr. Beastie, I saw you in my chat. We're literally fucking going over your video now. Now's your chance, buddy. Defend your claims.
Yeah, you're telling me, Vosh. Anyways, what would you like today?
I will order the most liberal thing on your menu, and I'm going to give you guys a big tip for the donation for Black Lives Matter.
A big tip.
Oh yeah, that'll be great. Thank you very much.
No problem.
Alright, here's your drink, Vosh.
Thank you very much. Tastes very good. Well, have an amazing day and stay a feminist.
And keep staying homosexual, bye!
Oh, what a roast, guys. They're gay, LOL. He kind of hit that high note, though. I really don't want to believe that this is even a legitimate video. I feel like this guy put this together to troll, but he made an hour of this.
I love that guy. If only he wasn't gay, I would totally date him.
He is pansexual and polyamorous. He is in close, I believe, open relationships with his girlfriend, but is also attracted to people of other genders. Well, I'd be damned. What is he proving right now? Is this a video attacking me or Vosh?
I also don't like Vosh because he pretty much brainwashed Hunter into becoming a socialist liberal.
Yep.
I would understand if they were just having a normal human argument, but that's not what they were doing. Vosh was clearly criticizing Hunter of being a white nationalist with the zero evidence he had. Hunter tried to calmly explain to him that he just had different views, but Vosh...
Wait, no. Vosh actually deliberately said that he was wrong to call me a white nationalist and doesn't think I was one. Were you even able to follow along the debate? Why would you post something like this unless you have a humiliation fetish? Maybe this guy has a humiliation fetish. Also, by the way, he's right, okay? He got me. Hunter Avallone exposed. Vosh showed up at my door. I don't know how he fucking got my address, but he did. He showed up at my door and then literally put like a device on my head, flipped it on, and brainwashed me into being a liberal SJW. That's exactly how that happened, okay? I was brainwashed.
Didn't care. He just kept talking trash about him until as soon as you know it, he left the right and became an SJW, which honestly, I don't even know what that means. I'm gonna look it up right now. What does...
Why is it just black? And also, are you being sarcastic that you don't know what it means? Because then if you don't, why would you call me one?
JW mean? Obviously put in the question mark, guys. Obviously put in the question mark. Social justice warrior. Social justice warrior is an often mocking term for one who is seen as overly progressive or left-wing.
I am so not overly progressive either. Like, I was just the other day getting attacked on Twitter by way further left individuals.
Often abbreviated as SJW. So that pretty much means he's a full-on progressive liberal. And that's what kind of happened to him. Before I start reacting to this video, I want to make this very clear. As of right now, I am not a Republican and I'm not a Democrat. I like to call what may offend you extremists a centric right-wing libertarian. I know that sounds stupid, but whatever.
You're right, it does. Hey, it's better than being politically homeless.
I believe that everyone should be equal and that the government shouldn't be involved in our lives. I'm against many far-left ideas, but I'm also against some far-right ideas. For example,
how much longer of this?
I don't believe that, just like when it is none of our business on another country. And that sounds like something that...
The myth, the legend.
And then is it just me talking to Vosh? Is he even in here at all anymore? Is it... He just shows the whole Vosh debate from here? Okay. That one's getting a dislike from me. Sorry, Dr. Beastie. I mean, it's possible that this was a troll video. I would like to believe that it was. Oh, I would so pray that it was. Oof, that ratio. Sorry, not transformative content. Yeah, maybe we gotta report this guy for stealing Vosh's content. I don't know. And it's part 1. When are we getting a part 2? Come on. I'm on the edge of my seat here. Where's the fucking sequel? Okay. Why don't we jump back to our subject? Things are a little scattered today, but I'm okay with this. Gotta love social justice warriors. Maybe the part 2 really wraps it all together. You know what? Maybe. We can't even... Yeah, you're right. We couldn't even survive 6 minutes of that. How the fuck are we supposed to watch an hour and part 2? When you thumb down all his videos, you won't feel like making more, Hunter. It's your fault. Put your link up again. I'm ready to debate. Who is Avallone Bros? Or Avallone Boss. All right, there's the link. Join if you're ready to debate. I think it's this Jamie guy who said that trans people aren't real. Don't worry, there's no part 2 yet. Okay, that's why we gotta be patiently waiting. Bruh, ban that spamming cuck. Well, the Avalon Bros guy is, he said he's ready to debate. So I think that he probably is going to be joining here any second. Lon? Wait, who's Lon? Dude is trying to be H Bomber guy. I can't wait if Jamie joins. I mean, Avalon boss, where you at, buddy? I didn't order spam with my eggs. Hilarious. All right, well, hopefully Jamie grows some balls. Seems to be something very unlikely to happen here. My link is still good, right? That I'm attaching. Yeah. Yep. It's still valid. Valid link, okay? Just like trans people, valid. All right. I'm about to join the Discord myself to act like a triggered conservative just for content. We have enough real triggered conservatives here for the content, okay? So, first we have the don't say gay crap going down in Florida. Essentially restricting teachers from educating their students at an appropriate age on certain truths of the world. On top of this now, we have J.K. Rowling. Shiver. Shiver me timbers. Jake, oh my God, what is this massive ad behind the... All right, well, just ignore this guy, okay? He has nothing to do with the story. J.K. Rowling criticizes reform bill that makes it easier for trans people to legally change their gender. So, J.K. Rowling and Nicola Sturgeon, the First Minister of Scotland, are at odds over the country's gender recognition reform bill after it was introduced to Parliament last week. The bill aims to simplify the means by which a trans person can legally change their gender through obtaining a gender recognition certificate. The certificate allows a trans person to receive a new birth certificate with their correct gender. The current process for receiving a gender recognition certificate dictates that applicants have to be medically diagnosed as having gender dysphoria, go through a minimum 2-year process, and be aged over 18. The reform bill no longer mandates medical evidence of gender dysphoria and lowers the age requirement to 16. Okay, so very normal kind of thing. First of all, not all trans people have gender dysphoria, so yeah, it's kind of lame that they were like requiring that you have gender dysphoria to begin with. Also, if they can get like a different certificate at the age of 16, we're not talking about genital mutilation. Ah! We're talking about getting a fucking birth certificate or a different certification showing that your gender is in fact different. So of course I see no issue with this, but if you have your fucking turf brain, then you might. Let's see. So under the proposed legislation, applicants would be required to live in their gender for at least 3 months before applying for a certificate. Now, I think that's fair. I think that's very reasonable. Which would then be issued after another 3-month reflection period. They're still taking so many precautions, dude. 6 months it would take to actually get a certificate. Applicants would have to swear they intend to live as their gender for life, as any false claim would be a criminal offense carrying a prison sentence of up to 2 years. Jesus. They're not fucking around here. They're like, yo, if you're going to get this certificate, you better damn well be telling the truth, and if they're lying, they'll go to jail. This is the reformed legislation that J.K. Rowling's mad about. Where does J.K. Rowling even live? Isn't she an... She's a British author. Is she even in the country where this would be happening? She's in Manchester. It sounds to me like this person doesn't even live here, but she's just like mad about it because. And then Here's J.K. Rowling's hot take. Typical turf bullshit, by the way. The law they're trying to pass in Scotland will harm the most vulnerable women in society. Those seeking help after male violence / rape and incarcerated women. Statistics show that imprisoned women are already far more likely to have been previously abused. There's also statistics showing that trans women in a male prison are also way more likely to be abused. So, can you tell me, J.K. Rowling, how this is going to harm the women? They always try to shield their dumbfuck transphobia behind this care for the vulnerable women. How is needing to live in your gender for 6 months and lying, and if you're caught lying for your certificate, going to prison for 2 years? How is that going to harm vulnerable women? It sounds to me like even under this new legislation, they would be going above and beyond to make sure that the individual who is getting a new certificate is telling the truth. She said, so Sturgeon appeared on BBC. She said she fundamentally disagreed. This is about... This is about a process, an existing process by which people can legally change their gender, and it's about making that process less traumatic and inhumane for trans people, one of the most stigmatized minorities in our society. It doesn't give trans people any more rights, doesn't give trans people one single additional right that they don't have right now, nor does it take away from women any of the current existing rights that women have under the Equalities Act. But she continued, saying multiple women's groups have presented well-sourced evidence to Nicola Sturgeon's government about the likely negative consequences of this legislation for women and girls, especially the most vulnerable. She keeps hiding behind this crap. All has been ignored. Ah! Sturgeon reminded BBC Radio that the rules haven't yet changed. Okay. So basically, J.K. Rowling is lying that this is going to harm girls. Multiple women's groups. I would be very curious to know which women's group she's referring to. Are you talking about, like, biological females against trans rights type groups? Like that sounds more likely, if I'm being fair. And again, there's also plenty of information showing that trans people are arguably the most vulnerable and are also way more likely to face abuse and discrimination. So you can't pull the vulnerable women card to try to shit on vulnerable trans people. It doesn't work like that. I will say the conclusion of this. This right here is 100% justification to hate British people. Okay? We are British bigots over here. And if you are from the UK, insta-ban. All right? My echo chamber is going to be safe. Jamie? Yeah, where's Avalon Boss? Where did he go? What happened? Oh yeah, hey guys, if you're enjoying the stream and enjoying seeing me try to put up with all these dipshit haters, consider putting something in the super chat. Your donation will significantly help support the channel, and it will further fuel my will to live. Okay? Okay, very nice. And also, if you're watching on Twitch, you can send something via PayPal and attach a message that way, and your message will be read and responded to live on air as well. What do you mean it's just hate? You have a source on that? At least you admit to living in an echo chamber. First of all, I was being ironic. Second of all, I by definition do not, because I am literally inviting people to talk, and they are refusing. You're the one who lives in an echo chamber because you're too scared to actually come on here and talk to me. Come on, come over here and talk to me. Break open my echo chamber, buddy. I'll send you the chat. Oh wait, Shadow Moses. Yeah, I've been trying to talk to you for quite some time. And remember when we talked one-on-one briefly, you were like, I don't want to be insulting or anything. Are you going to answer the call now? Do you want to talk? I mean, I have you right here. I have Shadow Moses right here. If you want to jump on Discord, I'd be more than happy to chat, man. You know, break open my echo chamber. Show what a snowflake I am. Come on. What are you waiting for? Does YouTube chat not have a mod? The same lawn person has spammed dumb shit now twice. Yeah, you're right. For some reason, it's not coming up on my end. So, hey, mods, Decline, you there? Go ahead and ban the person spamming. Or, oh, Raspberry Sorbet. Please ban the person spamming. Top chat just removes spam. Yeah, but I have a different thing. I shouldn't have it. Hold on. I might be able to put the filters here. Yeah, I don't see it. Well, mods, if you could get the spammer. The person saying you're gay as fuck over and over again. I'm not able to see them either. Oh, really? I can see them on stream. Wait, I can see it? Yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to just go to like the direct YouTube chat. Hold on. Okay, let's see. Want to try to mod me? I see them. I'm a mod in Destiny's chat. Okay, yeah, here you go. Here you go, Kelly. You're a mod now. Ban that person, please. They're spamming left and right, being very annoying. Oh, we just got a couple donations. Thank you, everybody. I very much appreciate it. For a more perfect America, thanks for the $5. Here's 5 for constantly facing off against haters. Thank you, my friend. I very much appreciate that. That means a lot. Thank you. Ryx? I probably didn't say your name right, but thank you very much for the $5 donation. Hope things get better and easier. It's hard living in a world that pretends to be unfair. Appreciate how you break things down. Be safe. Hey, thanks, man. I appreciate the donation very much. Thank you. And Gold H2O. Thank you for the $10. Hey, Hunter, glad I caught your stream. Love what you're doing. I'm currently trying to teach my parents about the scientific research supporting LGBTQ+. You're the reason I began looking at it myself. Hey, I'm glad to hear it, and I would be more than happy to debate your parents. That could be fun, right? All right, they were hidden. Finally, thank you. If any of these guys want to jump on that have been talking shit, there's the Avalon boss person said that they wanted to talk. They even made their username literally based on my name, which is pretty dedicated. But I guess they don't want to show up. Is the We Was Ninjas, is that the Avalon Bros person or Avalon boss person? Twitch chat is the best chat for real. It honestly kind of is. I don't know why I'm yawning so much. Sorry, guys. Oh, I didn't realize I only saw top chat rather than live chat. Oh, that's probably why. Yeah. I need to have all chat on. Zombie, thank you very much for the $5 donation. Gender recognition certificates are needed to get married is the correct gender, by the way. Otherwise, you have to be a husband/wife as per assigned sex. Yeah, there's all kinds of reasons why it's important to have that certificate changed to help the person better function in society. But none of them actually give a shit about that. The conservatives don't fucking care. J.K. Rowling doesn't care. She just spews the word vulnerable women. So, yeah. Now to make matters worse, on top of the Don't Say Gay bill passing, one of the people that voted on it literally said that being gay is not a permanent thing. And I scoured the internet to find the full speech. Wait, where is it? You know what, guys? I apologize. I'm a bit unorganized right now. So, before we jump into that crazy claim, there's one other part about the J.K. Rowling thing I forgot to address. Our good old friend, one of the good ones, or should I say, the only good one, Blair White, licking the boot J.K. Rowling says, yes, sweetheart, I'm staying right here on this hill, defending the right of women and girls to talk about themselves, their bodies, and their lives in any way they damn please. Which nobody is saying otherwise? How does trans people having rights affect the ability for women and girls to talk about themselves? Huh? And then Blair White, licking the boot. Ugh. And those of us with a brain appreciate you so much. You've only further solidified your icon status, queen. J.K. Rowling literally would think that Blair White is a man. J.K. Rowling wouldn't want Blair White in a safe space for women because Blair White has a penis. How are you so stupid, Blair? Oh my God. I mean, I knew you were a brainlet, but I didn't think you were this level. I guess with the fact that Blair White didn't even try to push back against the crazy bitch calling her, like a man and told her to grow out her mustache or whatever. Like, Blair didn't even respond to that person. So yeah, of course she's gonna fucking simp for the major transphobic turf that literally would say that Blair White's a man. Oh, God. This is, like, disgusting. Blair White has lost the plot again. Blair White has lost the plot from the very day one. Shadow Moses, I really don't want to have to ban you, but you're saying some dumb shit, okay? So, do you want to talk in the Discord? Because if you do, I'd be more than happy to talk, okay? But I'm not going to tolerate a bunch of transphobic bullshit in my chat if you're not willing to actually, put up. Gold H2O, thank you for the additional $5 donation. My dad has worked in politics for a decade. A debate between you and him would be fun. He's nice, just has some backwards views. Here's an extra $5. Thanks very much. I appreciate it. And yeah, that could be a really fun conversation. I don't think she's malicious, though. No, she's absolutely malicious. I think that she's malicious because a lot of her politics stem from nothing but just self-hate. That's it. And it's literally, like, abhorrent the way that she tries so hard to be accepted by people that would literally put her in a camp if they could. It's just fucking disgusting and disgraceful. So anyway, next we have the Florida senator at an hour and 17 minutes mark saying that being gay is not a permanent thing, guys. I don't know how that works exactly, but let's find out. We're in for a treat.
Free?
This isn't the person.
Obviously not. How can we preach unconditional love while stifling any discussions of families that might not mirror what we deem the traditional model?
Base.
Despite what has been preached with regard to the good.
I don't think that, just to clarify, I don't think that J.K. Rowling specifically wants to put anybody in camps. But I think that generally speaking, the transphobic conservatives absolutely do. And Blair White has already demonstrated that she's a massive simp for these degenerates because when she was being spammed with vitriolic transphobia from a woman literally telling her that she should grow out her mustache and stop living the way that she is, then all of a sudden Blair White literally was trying to explain no, actually, you see, I'm one of the good ones, you see.
Intent. I like to say this bill is well-intentioned, but I'm trying to find the intent behind it. Sometimes it's very difficult to find, and it's overwhelmingly insidious, and there's a chilling effect on this idea of free speech. And I urge you all to oppose this bill.
Amen.
We talk about the First Amendment, but remember, think about the First Amendment. Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or abridging the freedom of speech, press, or the right of people.
Dude, come on. I appreciate this speech. Of course, he's right, but are you nuts, dude? Come on. Conservatives don't care about the Constitution. They only bring up the Constitution when they can argue against mandates or something. Why would you quote the Constitution to conservatives? It's like when people try to bring in the Bible against conservatives. It's like they don't give a shit about these things. They just use it as a tool to beat down minority groups when they can.
The right of people to peaceably assemble to redress government for grievances. When do we get this freedom? Where's this fire? Senator Gibson talked about it. It's not happening. Senator Bracey took us back. It's working. And I'll bring you to today. The freest state in the nation. But who gets to be free? Where there's some smoke, there's some fire. You don't want no smoke. Please oppose this bill.
This guy's Giga Chad, yeah. Seriously.
We are in debate. Senator Garcia, you're recognized in debate, followed by Senator Pizzo and Senator Jones. Senator Garcia.
Thank you, Mr. President.
The Republicans' whole thing is the Constitution? No, they simp for the Constitution, and they use it when they are able to bludgeon people with it or try to defend themselves from getting a scary, safe, and effective vaccine. But they actually don't give a single flying fuck about the Constitution, and it's demonstrated by the fact that they are willing to censor conversations in schools about literal scientific facts, but yet they'll scream censorship if they get banned from Twitter. Also, Black Dynamite, thank you for the $2. Blair White is awesome. No need to be mean. Blair White is not awesome. You're not awesome, and I will be mean. But thank you for the $2. I appreciate it. You're so stupid. Okay, well, let's go ahead and send you the Discord. We got another one, guys. We got a live one again, boys. What's going to happen next? Are they going to show up? I have some people in the waiting room. All right, well, if they show up, cool. Defending facts and covering for them is the same as being a fascist? Oh, wait, defending fascists. Sorry, I thought you said facts. Kind of, yeah. The trolls are out in full force. They really are. I just wish one of them would actually have the balls to show up, you know? That's how it always goes. All right, Senator Garcia, I hope you're not going to drop any really dumb take that, like, being gay isn't permanent or anything, right? You're not going to say that, right?
And I want to start off by delineating exactly what LGBT is.
Oh, boy.
And by the way...
So, right off the bat, I love when Republicans try to explain what LGBT is, because they actually never know. But okay.
Gay is not a permanent thing. LGBT is not a permanent thing, and it's not a bad thing. I say with all due respect...
All right. I know I'm cutting this off a lot, but I'm going to bring in my my handy little study. Oh, boy. Uh-oh. Wow, 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 wow. Large-scale study reveals insights into the genetic architecture of same-sex sexual behavior. And this study found that being gay is anywhere between 8 to 25 or 27% genetic. Sorry, lady, but that's called something that's permanent over here. Okay? You might as well say that being white isn't permanent or being black is not permanent. But yes, let's hear from the lady who just said one of the arguably most dumb things I've ever heard in my life. Explain to us what LGBT people are.
When they say targeting, this isn't at all about targeting. I think this is about perhaps rerouting the responsibilities back to the parents, which is what I think that this bill wants to once again delineate. I think that maybe it's a great way to have a conversation. There's something that I learned from Senator Baxley is these bills are great topics for happy hour. They're a great topic for conversation. That's what we are as a republic, a practicing democracy. That's what we do.
I never brought up heritability. I brought up the fact that being gay is in fact partially genetic, which means that it is in fact a permanent thing. Second of all, the fact that she just said, this is just something to talk about over happy hour, proves this lady's ignorance. Maybe for you, you dumb bitch, it's like a thing you would talk about while you're knocking a couple cold ones back with your friends, okay? But for trans people all over the state of Florida, this is a very legitimate threat that is being presented to providing good education when it comes to their sexual orientation or their gender identity. So, like, she's just betraying her ignorance left and right. Holy shit.
And I wanted to take a good look at everyone, and I wanted everyone to look at me because Senator Garcia will support this bill today, but I want to explain why. There's Carla with the United Teachers of Dade, and I want to make sure that she heard this as well. You know, I don't like to use this tag. When I introduce my friends, I don't say, this is my best gay friend. No, this is my best friend. Or...
So you don't like the labels, but you're just targeting people with those labels with this bill. Got it.
This is my lesbian aunt. No, this is my aunt. You know, people are people because of their qualities, not because of their identity and their sexuality. And I think a lot of the people here on the floor, including Senator Jones, knows that I am very inclusive and I'm very open with regards to that. As a matter of fact, once again, my circle of friends, all LGBT, but I don't pander on that. I will.
Guys, come on. She has trans friends, okay? She can't be transphobic. What? She has all of her friends are trans. Every single person she interacts with are trans. Come on, dude. This is the jokes write themselves.
You will never ever find Senator Garcia pandering the LGBT community for a vote, ever. Because I have a son and I have relatives and I have people that I love. So first and foremost, I think that what I haven't heard on this floor...
You clearly don't really love your friends very much if they're all LGBT and now you're pushing against the concept of, like, educating, like, kids in school about the subject, but okay.
Do I talk is exactly what LGBT is. Lesbian, gay, bisexual, trans. One thing is sexuality, and another thing is identity. You can identify as the opposite, but not necessarily like the opposite sex. I'll give you an example.
Wait, she kind of figured it out there. Yeah, sex and gender are different. Holy shit. It's a miracle.
A good friend of mine, trans, went through the whole transition as an older man, 58 years old, became a woman, and guess what? He still likes women.
What? First of all, nice job misgendering your supposed friend. Glad to see that you're fine partaking in behavior that has been empirically demonstrated to exacerbate depression and the suicidality of trans people. So very nice. I'm sure you're a great friend. Second of all, does she think that transitioning changes your sexual orientation? What? Huh? Yes, trans lesbians exist. That's a thing. Don't try, okay? This is, again, we're playing chess with a pigeon at this point, okay?
He still likes women. He went through the whole process. And we'd laugh together and I'd say, why do you want to deal with the hormones? Why do you want to have to worry about the extensions and the hair and the boobs and the nails? And he loved it. And when he went through the transition and had an experience, a sexual experience, with all due respect, there were children, and I say this with respect, you realize that he continued to like women.
Yeah, nobody thinks that they're changing their sexual orientation.
So another great example that I have, and I have many of them, but once again, and I won't say their names because I respect their privacy, is a very good friend who was married with a woman, 10 years, divorced, then went on and lived with a man for many, many, many years. I traveled a lot with them, adore them both.
Senator Garcia, if I can interrupt you, there's a word that you use too. We're going to be fair on both sides, so we have to watch our language. I didn't strike, but it's a word that we wouldn't want to use on the floor. So please continue, but just be sensitive of your words. Senator.
Wait, which word did she use that she wasn't supposed to? See you later, Decline. Thanks for stopping by, man, and thanks for being such a great mod. Wait, which word? What was it? S-E-X? What word is he talking about?
Garcia.
Thank you. And separated from him, they broke up, and then he remarried a woman. He's in his 60s, very happily married and has a child. So what am I telling you with that? It's not permanent. This isn't a permanent thing. It's not a bad thing either. Life is a journey. It's a transition.
What?
It's a decision. But
life is a transition, my friends. We're all trans, okay? Because we're all living the life of a transition. What is she fucking talking about?
One of the things that I found interesting in each one of these examples is their timing. You know, everything in life is timing. You know, and it just seems to me with the debate that we've seen on the floor today is that we absolutely, positively must incorporate this between kindergarten and third grade. This has to be the conversation. No, this doesn't have to be the conversation.
Again, see how they do that? Kindergartners. No, kindergartners don't need to be learning about that. And as far as my knowledge, they really aren't. But by the time you reach third grade, yeah. When is sex ed usually taught? Hold on. When is the first sex ed lesson in schools? Let's just find out. Oh wait, no. Not the first ever in history. I mean like what grade is sex ed taught? Most adolescents between grades 6 and 12. Many schools begin addressing some topics as early as grades 4 or 5. Let's see. Is sex ed ever taught to primary school? Sex ed relationship is not compulsory in primary schools. The biological aspects of reproduction have to be taught as part of the science curriculum, and it's up to the individual schools to develop an age-appropriate program. Okay, so it doesn't sound like it's forced until they get a little older. Is there a sex ed class at Hogwarts? The fuck? In the grade 3 to 5 sequence, there are a total of 12 lessons, 3 in 3rd grade, 4 in 4th grade, and 5 in 5th grade. These 12 lessons cover all 7 topics from the National Sexuality Education Standards. So it does sound like it's pretty standard for around grades 3 for sex ed to be taught. So why would you not just include trans people and sexual orientation in that discussion? Oh, that's right, I forgot. Because you're a bigoted bitch.
For children between kindergarten and 3rd grade. These people were still figuring it out. And they're in their late 60s now. Has there been legislation in the past that's been unfair to the community? Definitely. Oh, definitely. But the reality is that we want children to be children. You know?
Just let kids be kids, except for the gay kids. You know, don't let them be. No. Shh. That's bad. Naughty. Your teachers aren't allowed to say that because they've been censored by the state.
I'll give you another example that, once again, is also very personal. So, my son's uncle on his father's side.
Why do you keep doing this?
Trans, began his process of transformation when he was while he was in the army.
This is about to get good.
Came out of the army. My son was a small child. And I remember on several occasions, and I'm a single mom, and occasionally when my son would go visit with his father, my son would come home, and I'll never forget. One day he walked out of my room in my high heels, and he was wearing one of my dresses, and my mother and my grandmother opened up their eyes, and I was like, mijo, my son, what are you doing? And
wait, you're telling me you're against respecting trans people's pronouns, but you named your kid Meehole? That sounds like you named your kid Meat Hole. Holy... What?
He goes, oh, my uncle, he does this. Taka, 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 taka. He goes, I just can't get used to the high heels. And I looked at him and I laughed. And he goes, so why does my uncle do that? And I was like, he likes to make believe. You know, I didn't feel at that time that was the conversation that I needed to have with him because that's part of their...
Chat, did I miss it? How old was her kid? Oh, it means my son. Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, I thought I was a little confused there. His uncle, so her brother. Well, you see, her brother just likes to play make-believe. But guys, she's not transphobic or anything. Her friends are trans. She passed trans people before on the street and didn't spit at them. She can't be transphobic. What? Okay, yeah. I'm sorry. I don't know Spanish at all, so I recognize that I may have just embarrassed myself a little bit there, but that's what you get with a Hunter Avallone live stream. Hell yeah.
Part of their growing up. That's part of that innocence. On several occasions, as my son started to get older, he started returning with tougher and tougher questions for me that I just, not that I didn't understand. I'd always been surrounded by the LGBT community, always. And I would ask my other LGBT friends, and they would say, hey, I haven't figured it out yet. Don't try to explain it to him. Just walk him through the process. But
how old is your son? You said he's getting older. If he's asking you questions, why wouldn't you explain that to him? Some people are trans. That means that their gender identity differs from their biology, essentially. So although they might have parts that we usually associate with being parts on a boy or on a girl, their gender identity differs from that. And a lot of the times, they tend to pursue this transition, this transformation process, because if they don't, that disconnect between their brain and their biology can cause a great deal of distress. So it's just something that, that they want to do. That's how they want to live. And that's just their gender identity. And that's completely valid. I know it's kind of complicated, but that's generally how it works. Why couldn't you just say that? Say that to your meat hole.
Please tell the relative that that's not a conversation for him to have with your son. It's your son. All right? I wholeheartedly feel that responsibility belongs to the parents. And if the parents don't have that conversation, then it's bad on the parents. Maybe we need to be having the conversation also about reparenting, also as an alternative for these other tougher conversations that we have. Anyway, long story short, as my son's trans uncle started transitioning out, he went through the whole process, the hormones, the implants, up until the point where he was going to completely go through the process and become a woman, and it stopped there. A lot of people don't know that. I think the statistics are that 4 out of 7 people who do the full transition end up committing suicide.
That dumb fuck study that even Ben Shapiro cited, where they try to argue that the suicidality of trans people goes up after transition, which is not true, by the way. Even the author of that study has said, that's not true, by the way. That's not what my data actually found, by the way. It's being weaponized by transphobes, by the way. What is this crazy lady on about, dude? You can look at all kinds of different statistics and find that regret rates of people that undergo the full transition are very low, their suicidality greatly decreases, and their depression rates also tend to go down. You're lying right now, or you're willfully ignorant. Further proof that maybe we do need to re-educate some parents, but also, why won't you let the teachers who are actually taught on how to educate students appropriately handle something like this? Clearly, you don't have a fucking clue.
And it's a tough process. But the process is never really external. Every single process in life is internal. We constantly go out looking for external validation. And the only validation that you need is the one that you have inside. What? And that's a process. It's a lifetime, believe.
So is gender identity something you have inside? Trans rights Republican here? What's going on?
It's a lifetime. So he went through the hormone process, the implants, everything. He stopped right as he had to transition. And at that point, his father got Alzheimer's, my son's grandfather. And as his father got Alzheimer's, he also found God. He found Christianity. He found God.
Oh, God,
and I say this not to separate both, but he got very immersed in church, and I noticed that he separated himself from what he was doing at the time.
I think this might be the worst type of person, by the way, when they essentially justify their transphobia and this belief that you can just stop being trans, LOL, because Sky Daddy's going to somehow swoop in and make it happen. This is, by the way, why you shouldn't be basing your opinion on legislation that could affect millions of people on your own dipshit personal little experience.
And he actually began talking it down, the LGBT community, which I found interesting. And then he started having those conversations again with my son with regards to that. And I was like, nope. I was like, he's going through a transition in his life. He's questioning, and that should not reflect upon you. That is not a topic of conversation, once again, that he should be having with you. And I don't think that he did it in a bad manner. I don't think that he did it with any bad intention. I just think that it was his way of venting, perhaps. Anyway, long story short, he went through that process. And then he decided that he was going to be a Christian transgender. So he came to terms with himself that...
Can you stop misgendering the person? I mean, they apparently found God. Do you think that you could give some of your Christian love and just stop misgendering someone at this point? What the fuck?
He was going to be transgender, and that God was going to accept him. God's always going to accept you. You need to accept yourself. You need to accept yourself.
That's what trans people are doing when they recognize that they're trans. Or, oh, I'm sorry. I think when she says accept yourself, I think what she means is that accept the gender that society has placed upon you, and if you don't like it, fuck you, God is good.
So, long story short...
Too late for that lady.
He continued to take care of his father with Alzheimer's. Papa Victor died. And then a year later, he died as well because he got really bad metastatic cancer due to the hormones in his transition.
Oh, how convenient. How convenient that you have a friend who transitioned and then got sick from hormones. Why is it? You know, I've noticed that, like, the transphobes, they always have, like, that one friend where they're like, I had a friend who detransitioned. I had a friend who died from hormones. It's like, okay, great, but could you look at it on a statistical basis, maybe? Is that possible? At all for you? I've said this a million times. This is like saying I had a friend that died in a plane crash, so we need to make planes illegal. Like, that's not how this shit works.
So he's now with God.
So emotional. So you've misgendered your dead transgender friend. God, you can't even show the basic level of respect. But hey, there's nothing more hateful than the love of Christians.
Fellow senators and people in the gallery, this is not about targeting. This is about rerouting the responsibility back to the parents and allowing the children to be children.
How are you? You're defeating your own point. You just said you couldn't explain it to your kid and didn't want to. So why would you reroute that responsibility to parents? If a lot of Florida parents are as dumb as you are, why would you want to put that responsibility on parents? You just said being gay isn't a permanent thing. I don't want you educating anyone. You don't even know how to educate yourself.
And I will be supporting this bill today. Thank you.
Boo. Go fuck yourself, loser. Oh my God. She's mentally draining me. Yeah, she was really fucking challenging to listen to. And also she was like, to make a long story short, no, lady, you already made the long story even longer. All right, I drink coffee, so I gotta pee again. We have one more subject to cover as far as trans people being under attack. I'll be right back. We have one more subject here to cover. And I'm going to try to take it easy, okay? Because I don't want to violate TOS. No, it's not immoral to be depressed. Wait, who the fuck is saying it's immoral to be depressed in my chat? There's constant conflating here with gay and trans, which is why his argument is illogical on countless levels. I'm back and I'm not debating Hunter. Please, Dr. Beastie. I'm going to send you the thing, okay? You can tell me how I became an SJW. We watched your video, man. We really enjoyed it. It was really good. I'll give you some editing tips. Please, Dr. Beastie. Even the worst, okay. The second worst type of people are the people that talk mad shit in the chat and then won't debate. The number one worst type of people are the people that make videos shitting on me, but they don't want to talk. Come on, Dr. Beastie. Don't pussy out of the debate, man. I'll be nice. I miss his old content. Oh, too bad that you just missed the debut of my new video, which is very similar to my old content. So, too bad you missed that. Come on, Dr. Beastie, please. I'm begging. What med school did you go to? None. Congratulations. You don't have to go to med school to understand trans people. I know. Shocking, right? You're only making yourself look stupid. I'm ready to debate Hunter right now. Well, what about? Okay, well. Oh, you're the one in my waiting room. Okay, well, let's pull you in. Hello? Manamillion? You're in the live. Can you hear me? You're muted. Oh wait, unmute you. Wait. Okay, no, you're not muted anymore. I ain't generating these links. I'm stealing them from other mods, so if they don't work, it isn't my fault. Yeah, Dr. Beastie's being kind of a puss, but that's okay. All the haters tend to be. It's very common. Manamillion, hello? You said you're ready to debate. I'm dragging you in. You're unmuted. Drum roll. Hello? Hello? Science is science until you say females and males are biologically different. I've never seen somebody straw man so fucking hard. So Dr. BC, come on, please don't make me ban you from my chat, dude. You made a whole video about how I'm an SJW. Don't you want to just talk about it? I promise I'll be nice. You know, if you're worried that I'm going to be a little mean, I'll be nice instead. Unmute my mic, please. I am not muted you. I will directly DM you, okay? I have sent you a direct DM now. So let's see if you'll answer the direct call. I'm ringing you in the direct messages now. Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. What do you know? The first person to actually show up. Holy shit.
Awesome. Cool, thanks for having me on.
Yeah, sure. You sound a little muffled. Anyway, you could talk a little closer to your mic or maybe put it off speakerphone or something.
Is this better?
Not
Is this
really.
better?
No, but it's...
Oh, hold on a second.
Okay, that's...
Hold on.
I think that's good enough.
Is it better?
Yeah, good enough. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to have to wrap up stream relatively soon, unfortunately, so I'm not going to be able to have like a super long convo. But what's up? You here to talk about trans people?
Well, my whole thing, yeah, is that see the whole position that trans women are women is incoherent until you can answer two questions.
Mm-hmm.
First one, what's the criteria to be a trans woman? The second one, what concept does the word woman refer to? So if you want to, you can tackle either of those questions in either order you want. But until we can, then it's incoherent.
Hey, have we talked before?
No, I haven't been able to talk with you before. I've tried to get on this channel before, but I haven't been able to.
Huh. Yeah, I haven't. Your voice sounds really familiar for some reason. Maybe I wonder if you did a video or something about me at one point. So
No.
yeah, I recognize, by the way, that just saying, you know, trans women are women can come across a little bit like what? Because trans women are obviously different from cis women. But first of all, what's the criteria that makes a trans woman? It's usually someone who sincerely holds that identity. And I don't classify gender dysphoria as being necessary for that definition. However, usually gender dysphoria does come along with that, which is kind of the medical basis for a lot of trans people. So we have that. And then when we say, what is a woman referring to? I think that people oftentimes will think, well, a woman means vagina, when that's not really true. I think that the way that we operate in society...
That's not what woman means. Well, woman doesn't mean vagina.
Oh, that's where I've heard your voice. You debated Vosh.
Correct.
You're the TERF. You're the inseminator.
I guess.
You're the guy that kept on bringing up the fact that women can reproduce or something. So is that the criteria for a woman? The ability to have a womb or something?
No. Lots of women have had hysterectomies. You know what I mean?
Okay, so what's your go ahead. What's your definition then?
So a woman, right? Like, ultimately, it's a word, obviously, right?
Yes, of course.
Refers to the concept. It's got to refer to a concept, right? So what's the concept? The concept, like, it has to be a concept. I mean, you can
it refers to the concept of a socially constructed concept along with socially constructed roles that go along with said woman. So if you identify
Hold on. I just trying to say, so we agree that we have the word woman, right? And it refers to a concept, or it should at least. What is the concept? I just want you to be clear. What's the concept that the word woman refers to? So like when we're talking about women's rights, or women's history, or women's anything, International Women's Day, what is the word woman refer to?
Well, do you want to go ahead and just tell me the type of answer you're looking for?
Well, I mean, do you have an answer? Do you have any conception?
Yes,
do you have a concept?
I think that when people call somebody a woman, they're usually referring to a human being that fits both the social roles and the social expectations that go along with a woman. So when people say, I am a woman, hold on, no, you're going to stop cutting me off for a minute, okay? So when someone says, I am a woman, usually that follows along with social roles and social characteristics that we have all constructed ourselves that we apply to people who say they are a woman. So I recognize how it can sound somewhat circular, but it
stereotypes, right?
Huh?
It's stereotypes of sex. You're saying that woman refers to the stereotypes of the sexy, right? Is that what you're saying?
I mean, not exactly. But I would like to just know what the answer is that you're looking for here. Why don't you go ahead and tell me what is the concept of a woman? Because I don't know if there is actually a correct answer here. Like, this is something that people have wondered for forever.
So, well, I don't think people have wondered very, very long. It's been pretty clear for most of the time, and even if it wasn't, okay.
So what's the clear answer?
Let's put woman up. Let's put woman up in the air. So we have the concept. You can conceive of adult humans, right, that are female, of the female sex, right? You can conceive of that, right?
Yes, because we're talking about biologically females now. We're not talking about gender.
So you have that conception. You have the conception of humans of either sex, right? You have you can conceive of humans. You can conceive of humans of either sex, right?
Yes.
Yes. So we need
words. Or you
can
also conceive of humans that don't fit that sexual binary as well.
Oh, okay. Who? Give an example of someone who isn't a male or a female.
Intersex people. So there are people there are people that society we recognize as being a female, but they might have different chromosomes. They might have different levels of testosterone. There's one athlete, unfortunately, I don't remember her name, but
what I'm asking for,
she's considered a woman and a female biologically, but she still has higher levels of testosterone. And that's why people oftentimes make the argument that sex is actually bimodal and not a binary.
So let me ask you a question, okay? Like, there's a lot of intersex. There's different types of intersex conditions.
No, I'm going to cut you off really quick one more time. Stop asking me questions and lay out your point. Okay, what is the concept of a woman? Please explain. Because right now you're referring to sexual characteristics, which are biological, and those are separate things from gender.
Okay, so what is gender? You keep mentioning gender, but what is it?
Gender refers to these social roles and social expectations that, although are oftentimes associated with sexual characteristics, are not determined or dictated by said sexual characteristics. So you can, your gender can in fact differ.
There's a gender of a man and there's a gender of a woman, right? You're saying there's a gender of a man, there's a gender of a woman. Can you distinguish them from each other? Which one is the man? Which gender is the woman? Which is which?
What do you?
You're saying
so
they're both genders, right?
If somebody is
man and woman are both genders, which one is which?
So if somebody is a man and they are following the social expectations and social roles that are usually associated with a man, then that would probably look like somebody wearing a suit, somebody maybe having their hair cut short, maybe, you know, interested in being like, I don't know. There's all kinds of gendered traits that are disconnected from sexual characteristics.
Is there any, can you think of anything about this that we call gender that is not a sexist stereotype? It's not a stereotype of the sexes.
I mean, gender is in some ways like a stereotype because they're socially constructed expectations and roles that we associate with people. So I think that stereotype is
gender is sexist stereotype.
No,
right?
no,
Like, gender
I
is
don't
a
agree with
sexist
that
stereotype.
at all. I do not agree that it is a sexist stereotype. I think that even by calling it a stereotype is somewhat derogatory. It is not a stereotype as much as it is as we can recognize that there are social roles and social expectations that are set up in society. Back in the olden days, men would wear high heels and men would wear skirts. Back in the olden days, women would have an entirely different role in society based on the fact that they were women. That gendered role and gendered expectation has changed over the years.
By that? When you use the word woman in that sentence, what did you mean? There were different roles for women. What did you mean? What does the word woman mean in that sentence?
I mean that there are people who identify as women, and that means that society has certain expectations and roles that they place on that human.
Okay, so if let's go to a different. Let's go to like Afghanistan. All of the women that are being forced to wear burqas, right? Can they just identify as something else? Like, why are they being forced to wear burqas and not? Why can't they just identify out of it?
Wait.
Because
they aren't accepting of trans people over there? What do you mean? They're not accepting of trans people. Wait. Why can't they just identify their way out of oppression?
In Iran, they force gay people to be trans. In Iran, they force gay people to be trans. Okay, so don't say there's no trans people over there. They accept trans people more than they accept gay people. I'm trying to get clarity on your position.
I'm trying to get clarity out of your position. You're literally just like interviewing me right now. The reason that women cannot simply identify out of their oppression is because in that area, in that region, where, no, they're not very inclusive of LGBT rights. Believe it or not, forcing gay people to be trans is actually not very inclusive because it just doesn't apply that way. They haven't recognized social characteristics and gendered characteristics the same way that we have over here in more progressive areas where we've kind of evolved past that.
Okay, so when you're talking about those people, you're talking about the females. You're talking about the human females. You use the word woman, but you're talking specifically about the human females, right?
Well, yeah, but I also think there's a distinction there.
What's the distinction?
Well, I think that sex and gender are different. But yes, over in Afghanistan or these third world countries, I think that they would probably set up those social roles, which is still a gender role, but they would set that up based solely on their biology, which is how we've done it over here for a long time also. But my argument is that it doesn't need to be that way, and that biology does not, in fact, dictate gender. So the example I like to give is if you take somebody with a vagina and put them in a padded room for the rest of their life, they are not going to just grow up to like the color pink, wear dresses, and want to wear their hair long. Gender expectations and gender roles are separate from the sexual characteristics.
Good. So would that person who grew up in a padded room, would they ever become trans? Like, could they ever be trans? Like, how would that look? How could they ever?
Actually, you're making gender abolitionist arguments right now, because people would argue that if we abolished gender entirely, that trans people probably wouldn't exist, at least to the same degree that they do now, because there wouldn't be these strict gender binaries.
Okay, so if we abolish gender, sex would be left, right? They would still have sex, right?
Yeah, but abolishing gender means that they would be able to identify with different kinds of gender roles still. So like they would still be able to, I guess, construct their own gender. I'm not really a gender abolitionist, to be fair. So I'm not too well versed on the whole gender abolitionist arguments. But yeah, generally speaking, if gender was completely abolished, it would absolutely lessen the anguish that a lot of trans people face now. Sure.
There would still be the sexes, though, right? If we abolish gender, there would still have human females and human males, right? We'd have that perception.
Yes. Why do you keep going back to this? Yes. Right. Sex would still exist. So yes. Gender is socially constructed. That's been my whole argument.
Let me explain. Okay, so let's just abolish gender for a second, right? Let's move it to a place where we abolish gender. We still need words for human males, human females. What are those words? What words?
So wait, hold on. So your entire argument hinges on semantics? You could call them males or biological males and biological females? How is that?
Why would we say that?
Because biological males and biological females exist, but that's separate from gender? My position has been completely consistent and coherent this entire time, and you're trying to run me in circles to get a gotcha. Are you making just a pure semantics argument right now?
The entire argument that trans women are women is a semantic position. I'm trying to make sense out of it. I'm trying to help you understand that it's incoherent. That statement is incoherent until you can at least define the words. So hold on. Right now, you're in the position where you're saying you've got biological males and biological females, right?
Mm-hmm.
We don't really need the word biological for either of those. We could just say females to females. You agree?
So if we're going to go with semantics way, what about trans women and cis women, trans men, cis men? Does that work?
Well, because you still have to say, what is a woman? Like, if you say trans women and cis women, well, what's a woman?
Why don't you tell me? What is a woman? What is a woman to you?
Well, there's only one. Okay, there's three different ways you can answer this. Mm-hmm. One way is you could say it's an adult human of the female sex. You could say woman and man are the words we have to distinguish between humans of either sexes.
Mm-hmm.
Or you could define women or man as genders, as sexist stereotypes, and say whoever fits this sexist stereotype can be a man. Whoever fits this sexist stereotype can be a woman. Or the third way is just whoever says that a man is a man, whoever says there's a woman is a woman. And that's the most incoherent way. That's, whoever says there's a vegan is a vegan, regardless of what you eat. It's it breaks the entire category down to be completely senseless. So you have three options.
Sure. So I think
adult human female,
I think that
adult human female, sexist stereotypes, or incoherent identity.
So let me go ahead and break this down. Is one, by saying the female thing, again, you're going back to sex. Sex and gender are separate things.
Yeah.
So, second of all, you're relying on calling... Hold on, stop. You're calling this sexist stereotypes, when in reality, what we have in society right now are separate and different gender identities that can vary by person to person, but there are also some similarities there. It's mostly common that if a woman, for example, would wear a dress, that's relatively common. But if a woman is wearing pants, she does not cease to be a woman. It is a sense of identity along with fitting certain characteristics, I would say. And I think that my argument is
hold on,
stop.
My argument. Woman wears a dress.
Hush.
She doesn't cease to be a woman. What did you mean by that word, woman?
Stop. So on top of this, my position is further bolstered by the medical consensus, which is if you have a trans individual whose gender differs from their biology, the medical consensus is that they socially transition and try to align themselves with the social characteristics and the social roles that society has ascribed to men and to women.
Okay, so I have a question. Is doing any of that social transitioning, is that part of a criteria to become trans? Is that any of those things are the criteria to be trans.
I mean, you're the one making like really semantics arguments. So semantically,
well,
hold on, I'm trying to answer your question. You're the one making very semantic arguments here. So semantically and definitionally, trans simply refers to someone whose gender identity differs from whatever gender they were, quote unquote, assigned at birth.
Okay, good. How is their gender identity? How does someone's gender identity? How does it determine that their gender identity?
Let me ask you a question. Are you religious?
How is it determined?
Hey, are you religious by any chance?
Not at all. Not at all.
Do you support like religious people or anything?
They can believe whatever they want. I believe that.
So if somebody comes up to you and says, "Hi, I'm a Christian," how do you know they're a Christian?
I don't. But if they say I'm a Christian, and I say, "Okay, cool. Well, Jesus says that we should kill Muslims," and they say, "Yeah, that's us. That's the Christian way," and everybody's like, "Okay, that doesn't sound very Christian to me, right?" You know what I mean? Like you can test if someone's really Christian or not, right?
No, you can't actually, because there are plenty of Christians, for example, who identify as Christians, but yet they preach varying different beliefs. So what would a Christian look like? You could say, well, maybe a Christian would most likely fit what you would consider a stereotype, but they would fit some kind of a role that is socially constructed more or less. So maybe a Christian would look like someone who, one, says they're a Christian, and two, tries to present themselves as a Christian as best they can. So maybe they go to church on Sunday, maybe they have a Jesus cross hanging on their wall. But at the end of the day, you don't actually know whether or not that person is sincerely a Christian, because it's a sense of internal identity that is just unverifiable. So you have to go based on some level of social categorization there.
Well, okay, you understand there's lots of different Christian sects, right? Why are there so many different Christian sects? Because each of them are saying that they have the true Christian way, right? So it's like they're all competing over.
My only point is that Christians are you can identify as a Christian. I could go and become a Muslim right now, and I could identify as a Muslim.
Okay, what is that? What's a Muslim? Let's sit here with this.
Tell
me,
what is a Muslim? What is a Muslim? A Muslim is someone who sincerely believes in Allah or whatever, and then most likely, it's not required, but it's very likely that a Muslim would act in a certain way or behave in a certain way that we have socially constructed as expecting Muslims to act. So maybe they would go to the mosque every week. But you know what? If they don't go to the mosque every week, then they can literally still be a Muslim. They could maybe not dress like one. They could not look like one. They could never go to a mosque, but they could still be a Muslim.
Right. Okay, sure. We're on the same page with this one. So if I say to you, I'm a Muslim, right? And part of my Muslim practice is worshiping Buddha. And like, when I say I'm a Muslim, I don't mention anything about Allah. I mention everything about the Eightfold Path and Buddhism.
Okay.
What are you gonna like? And you're a Muslim, okay? Let's say you're a Muslim. You actually believe in Muslim and all the things that you just said as a Muslim. I'm telling you I'm a Muslim, but I'm telling you my Muslimism is just the fact that I identify as a Muslim. Nothing else. It's just the fact that I identify as one. I eat pork. I eat all the things that Muslims don't eat. I worship idols, everything. Am I Muslim? In your eyes, am I a Muslim?
I mean, I would say you're not really fitting what we would what we would look at as being a Muslim. However, you could still
invalidate my identity.
However, you could still have that identity and identify as a Muslim. But this kind of falls back to what I was already saying as far as trans people. So you could be trans and not aim to affiliate yourself with any kind of separate gender identity. However, for most trans people suffering from gender dysphoria, the medical advice and the thing that they usually do is to associate and identify with that gender. So by identifying with that gender, it's not required, but it oftentimes comes along with presenting yourself as this socially constructed gender and trying your best to fit into some of these gendered roles that society has built.
Right. But now, see, it seems like we're talking about two different things already. We're talking about people who have gender dysphoria and a genuine desire to transition or do something like that, and people who just who don't have any of those things. We're talking about two different things now. Can I bring up a different example? Because I think that
I want to wrap up this conversation soon because my food's going to be here soon and I have another topic to cover. Why don't you tell me what you think? What's a woman? Wait, can you just tell me, please?
A woman is. It has to be one of three things. It's either sexist stereotype.
I don't. Yes, you've already given me the three options. Which option do you subscribe to?
Or it's the way we can distinguish between humans of either sex. That's the most utilitarian way. I'm not going to define a woman as a gender. That's totally sexist. That's what women have been trying to battle against forever, saying that they can be defined by what they wear or how they appear.
That's not what defines them. But it's oftentimes goes along with the way that a woman would present herself.
What does define the woman? What does define her?
I don't know. People have been trying to figure that out forever, my friend.
You don't know.
Do you know? What's the answer?
Yes.
What's the answer?
I just told you.
Biological characteristics?
The only utility to this word, of having the word woman, of having a women's boundaries, is for women, all right, for adult human females to exclude
Okay, so you're
males.
subscribing again to the biological characteristics, but there are plenty of people who we recognize as both women and that we recognize as females that do not, or excuse me, that break significantly from the biological sexual characteristics that we associate with females. I already brought up the example of people with higher levels of testosterone. I don't remember her name, but there was a sports player specifically who she was a woman. She is a female, but she also has higher levels of testosterone. There are people that exist called intersex people that they are a woman, or excuse me, they are a female or they are a male, but their chromosomes differ. This happens all the time. This is why sex is bimodal. If anything, I feel like your argument is actually no, wait. If anything, I feel like your argument is the most incoherent, but either way,
find one BSD, find one intersex condition that is considered to be both sexes. You can look up Klinefelters are
hermaphrodites.
Male, all Turners. No. Okay, find one. Find one hermaphrodite, a human hermaphrodite.
What? Do you want me to just
Google
hermaphrodite?
What's the name of the intersex condition? Intersex. You cannot find a human. No,
listen to the definition of hermaphrodite, okay? A person or animal having both male and female sex organs or other sexual characteristics, either abnormally or, in the case of some organisms, as a natural condition. So obviously for humans, that wouldn't be considered a natural thing.
So who's the human? Name the human hermaphrodite. Where's there in history a human hermaphrodite?
All right.
This is an ancient concept that's been debunked by modern science. Modern science.
Well, no, nowadays it's usually called.
Everyone is male or female. All the intersex conditions you can think of can fit in either male or the female category. It's a distorter of sexual development. It's not both sexes. It's not either sex. And even if there was, we still need word. We need a word for the concept of an adult human that is female, and a concept for the word. A word for the concept of male of
so I will go ahead and walk back what I said a second ago, which is hermaphrodite isn't actually the politically correct term anymore. I think it would still be referring to intersex at the end of the day. But I am looking here at this PubMed study, which showed true hermaphrodite is one of the rarest variety of disorders of sexual differentiation, which it's fine if it's rare. The only point, again, is that it is not a strict binary and represents only 5% of cases of all. A 3-year-old child presented with left-sided undescended testes and peniscrotal, I don't even know what that word is. There was a correction was performed 18 months back at lab. Let's see.
Right.
On the right side, testes was normally descended into the scrotum. So you can literally read about it right here.
Word for that person.
True hermaphrodite, a case report from 2011. So you can go ahead and check that one out if you're interested, okay? But either way, hey, I appreciate the conversation. I also really enjoyed your debate with Vosh, one of my favorites ever. Yeah, so talk to you later, pal.
Maybe he'll have me on back.
All right, let me get to the last subject for today. Where's my food, bro? Oh, it just got here. Hold on. Can you put my food in the fridge, please? I'm almost done. He did a debate with Vosh. Hunter, you got owned. Okay, cool. Whatever you say, buddy. It's extremely uncommon for a trans person to think they're biologically the opposite sex. Yeah, no, trans people don't believe that. That's where the fucking gender dysphoria comes from. Yeah, so you can read about a 3-year-old patient right here. Ugh. I don't want to get fucking TOS there. Yikes. 3-year-old patient presented in outpatient department. This child was reared as male, so they were called a male. And chief complaint was the absence of left testicle in the scrotum, along with the passage of urine from an abnormal urethral opening at the junction of penis and scrotum. So that would be a true hermaphrodite. Hunter gets so salty. Yeah, dude, I'm so salty that I'm blocking you, unironically. Bye. Okay. Let's go to the last subject here with trans people. And this is about to get fucking scary, okay? Hold on. All right, I'm going to have to go get my own food. Just stop while you're ahead, man. You're right, I should just block you too. Bye. Nice proving his point. I'm not proving any point when this guy's been talking mad shit the whole time and never showed up in the Discord, pal. All right, let me go get my food. Hold on a second. Okay. I don't know any because there's no such thing as a trans person. All right, blocked. Bye. Okay, this is our final attack on trans rights of the day, unfortunately. Once again, coming from Republicans, Idaho is now literally seeking life in prison for providing gender-affirming health care. Idaho and Alabama are both advancing bills that would make it a felony to provide gender confirmation procedures to minors. Every time, dude, it's hiding behind the kids because we care so much about the kids. Which, what are gender confirmation procedures? To these people, they'd be like, hacking off their genitals and giving them implants and hormones. When in reality, it's like, no, it's safe and reversible puberty blockers, usually. With Idaho's carrying a sentence of up to a life in prison. This would ban female genital mutilation. Okay, good thing that's not happening, but male genital mutilation happens all the time. At the hands of Christians, mind you. It would make it a felony to prescribe hormones or puberty blockers to a young person, or to perform gender affirmation surgery. The latter is not generally performed on minors anyway. Yeah, what the fuck? Do they know that puberty blockers are separate from hormones and gender-affirming surgery? Ay, ay, ay. So the Republican sponsor contends that such treatment causes medical problems and that young people aren't mature enough to make decisions about gender confirmation. Socially transitioning or going on puberty blockers are all reversible, my friends. So, like, we literally let kids make decisions about other things involving their body. We let them get their ears pierced, for example. That's safe for the most part, and it's relatively reversible. Like, we let kids make some decisions so long as it's generally reversible or able to be undone. So, of course, people are mad about this because this would harm children. It would harm trans people. It's already been demonstrated repeatedly that trans kids who have access to gender-affirming treatment, whether it be social transition or support from a parent, or puberty blockers, their likelihood of committing suicide greatly decreases. Now, you might be wondering why I was worried that I might be like breaking TOS by covering this, and it's because of the clincher here, okay? It's because Idaho is virtue signaling that they care so much about the kids, ooh woo, and they literally have legislation that makes it so that you can have a faith healing exemption. A group of Idaho citizens are calling on the Idaho legislature to repeal or amend the so-called faith healing exemption that protects parents from prosecution if they deny life-saving life-saving care to children on religious grounds. So this state is filled with so many inbred, subhuman, degenerate scumfucks that they are claiming to care about the kids. When it comes to the medical consensus, they're denying medical consensus on how to deal with children struggling with gender dysphoria. But they're fine not prosecuting parents who let their kid die from cancer because they believe that Big Sky Daddy's going to swoop in at the last minute and save their child. I cannot imagine a worse place to live than the state of Idaho. Does Idaho allow child marriage also? Hold on. A minor can marry as young as 16 with parental consent. Okay, no, that wasn't the one then. Child marriage becomes a legal loophole in Idaho. Jesus Christ. So they're fine with 16-year-olds literally marrying, statutory rape occurring constantly. They're fine not prosecuting dumbfuck Neanderthal troglodyte parents who are willing to deny their children life-saving medication because they believe that God is going to do it. But they're super scared, you see. They care so much about the children because they want to just protect the kids from life-saving, medically agreed upon safe treatment. Listen, I'm going to go out on a limb here, and I know this is daring here. I kind of think Republicans don't actually give a single fuck about kids. I'm starting to think that Republicans just hate trans people. I know. Daring, maybe even unbelievable, but it really is starting to seem like that, you know? I think what it is that conservatives, they don't give a fuck about kids. They just want to fuck kids, as is demonstrated now by Idaho allowing 16-year-olds to get married. So, in other words, I cannot wait for these dumbfuck subhuman degens to grow old and die the fuck out in a video game. And so newer generations of people that actually, believe in science, take the medical consensus seriously, will soon replace them. I can't wait for that day, okay? I can't wait for the day that these fuckwits bite the dust in Minecraft and then they will be replaced by a new generation that is much more accepting. Look at Gen Z, all right? The acceptance of gay people and of trans people, it's only going up from here, buddy. These old fucking farts aren't going to be around much longer, and then they'll be replaced by people who actually deserve to live. So, it's never going to happen. American people are majority transphobic. I don't actually believe that. I don't think that's true. So yeah, clinicians in Idaho, based on this bill, could literally face felony charges for granting a child suffering from gender dysphoria the medically agreed upon safe and effective treatment. But they're fine with parents letting their kids die so long as they actually believe that Big Daddy Jesus is going to save him. Fuck you, dude. Fuck these people. Fuck off. Idaho, kiss my fucking ass. I'm very dumb sometimes, and now is one of those cases. Is it okay if you tell me what is making you exacerbated? Well, I'm sorry that you missed it. Conservatives don't care about life. They don't care about happiness or the well-being. They posture about these things to get moral outrage. Yeah, that's true. That's all they care about, literally. All right, we have a final donation here from XRYX. Thank you for the $5 donation. People that spread oppressive rhetoric and intentional misinformation are not nice people. Amen. Very based take. I completely agree with you. Well, God up in heaven all like, bro, I made you medicine and you still let your kids die. Exactly. Safe and effective than YD transitioners? What? There's safe and effective medication that people could end up regretting all the time. It's hard to keep my mind on your point when it's laced with explicits. Well, sorry, that's kind of how I talk, especially when I get mad about this shit, so. All right. Who are we going to raid? Who are we going to raid today, boys? Let's see. All right, video producer, stream manager, raid channel. You know what? Go show Rose Wrist some love. This guy has a lower viewer count, and he's really good at debate, so go check him out, okay? Get that raid started up. Well, everybody, thank you so much for the generous donations and for listening to me rage about Republicans being dumb. Oh, you know what? We got one final donation. Tin Sodi, thank you for the $5. With your current views, would you still eat Chick-fil-A? Probably. I don't usually, I don't think that would make a difference, hypothetically. He's mad he lost the debate. I already said that I was going to be ending my stream, but, okay. But you know what? I'm so mad I'm going to block you. That's right. I'm triggered. Okay. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Now fly, my bushy minions, and go show Rose Wrist some love, all right? Peace.